Magic the Gathering.
Magic, 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 I'm so magic.
Gathering magic.
Spend a lot of money on cards.
Playing cool cards with my friends.
Playing all so magic.
We're all winners in the end.
All right, so we're doing a pack opening. You're coming over here.
Oh, I gotta come over here? Okay.
Yeah, come over here because we are... This is going to be pretty scuffed because it's not just me on camera, it's also you. But,
We ride?
yeah, to kick off our episode on Edge of Eternities, we're going to open not one, but 2 packs. We're going to have a pack battle. And this is largely due to I went to our LGS and they didn't have collector boosters.
Oh, okay.
I pulled up, they're like, yeah, we sold that. Sorry. So
What a problem to
I
have.
was like, well, I'll buy 2 play boosters, one for Luke, one for me. And we're going to have a pack battle. So let's, never done this before. So let's just get right into it. See what we get.
A pack battle? Is this like an
Yeah.
actual thing?
Yeah, I think people
Okay.
just, I mean, there's a way of actually playing it, but I think we'll just
Yeah, we're
open
just
both
gonna
packs
wing
at the
it.
same time and
Deal.
see if we find stuff we like.
All right, cool.
So we can kind of breeze through these commons unless we hit a common we like.
Cool, though. Like, I like that.
Also, I will say before we get too far in, is I will be so upset if you get an Ancient Tomb
Okay.
or Mana Confluence.
Okay.
Or, actually, I'll be happy for you. But
Okay. That's a sweet card.
Virus Beetle, I'm a big fan. Gravkill, our boy Dominic Mayer.
Dude, I love it. Flight deck coordinator. A for spaceship.
Ooh, Pinnacle Kill Ship.
Spacecraft. Excuse me. I see different thing every time.
Hey, Steel Swarm Operator. Spoiler alert, but I think this is a card that you
Yeah,
might
that
be
was-
talking about.
That was on my list.
Tonic.
Hey.
First legendaries. Tonic and Sir Vondum.
Cool.
Very cool.
Hey, that's on the list too.
Oh, yeah, that's Code Cracker Hound, one of my secret faves.
Very cool.
Hemosymbic Might.
Some
Interesting.
cool artwork.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into the money.
First rare for me is Beyond the Quiet.
Biotech specialist for me.
Ooh, that's a really solid one.
Yep.
Set whenever you sack an artifact, deals 2 damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
seems good.
Seems pretty good.
Ooh, I got the foil Gene Pollinator.
Okay, that's
This is kind of fire,
Kinda
actually.
cool.
I kind of dig it.
Yeah, some Red Bull. All right.
Planes
Dude, okay.
and a lander.
I'm
Nice.
glad.
So nothing too crazy from these packs, but hey, this is like this is a creature version of Springleaf Drum. There we go.
Springleaf drum. Okay, yeah.
And Beyond the Quiet. So, hey,
Pretty cool. Not bad.
not bad.
Not bad.
Obviously, this whole episode is dedicated to Edge of Eternities, which we're going
Yeah.
to get into, but we've kind of, in some ways, reached the end of our release cycle for this year, because the rest of this year is Universes Beyond in
Oh my gosh. I never thought about
Spider-Man-
that.
Yeah, Spider-Man and Airbender, Avatar. Both sets, again, we're not going to, this episode isn't about us getting into our frustrations with Universes Beyond.
Yeah.
I listened back to our previous episode and we were like, obviously it's important to talk about these things, but when we were talking about Final Fantasy, we went on like a 20-minute long tangent about how we don't like.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't really need to do that about every set.
Yeah, I think show listeners know how we feel about this stuff. So, yeah, no, I get you.
But
I get you. Hey, we had to voice our concerns, though. We had to get it off our chest.
like I said, I think it's important to talk about these sets as they come out. Obviously, they're relevant to the game we talk about
Yeah.
on this show, so we kind of have to. But yeah, and we'll briefly talk about Spider-Man here in a bit. But
Yeah, we'll keep it to a minimum, though.
Yeah.
We'll
try to be chill about
we'll
it.
reel it in.
But anyways, yeah. Hello and welcome to Wild Dogs, a Magic the Gathering podcast. I'm your host, Leland. With me here today is our other co-host, Luke.
Hey, everyone.
And yeah, thank you for stopping in and listening to us ramble on about all things magic. As far as our personal Wild Dogs updates, we've had a busy summer, clearly. We've been out of office, so to speak, with the
Yes.
show for
We've been on holiday, as our British friends say.
Yeah, for a month or two, but with good reason. It has been it's been the summer of weddings, and most importantly to our show, it has been the summer of your wedding.
Yes, it has. Your boy is married. We did it, boys. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
you were there.
It was a blast.
It was
an absolute blast.
It was so much fun. It was the best day of my life, easily. It was super fun, and you were there. You were killing it out there. It was wonderful. It was, and then afterwards we went to Hawaii, which was really cool for 2 weeks. We just like a day after or 2 days after, like the Monday after we got married, we just like got on a plane in the morning and just left. So it was cool.
I love that. I love the classic honeymoon. So many people I know, and what my wife and I did was we did like a mini moon immediately after.
Yeah.
Because we had a destination wedding anyways.
Yeah.
Indoor County, Wisconsin. So we just stayed up in Door County for an extra week.
Nice.
But our proper honeymoon, we waited for our first anniversary to go to Scotland.
I love that.
So I do like that you did the classic, like, get married, boom, next day or 2 days after, whatever, you're heading to Hawaii.
Right. Okay, even crazier. So like I left, wedding was on a Saturday, left on a Monday morning, but our friend Schneck, when he got married, he left at like 8 a.m. the next day for Italy. So he was even crazier than like I was.
That's wild. I actually saw Schneck this weekend up in Door County.
Oh, how's he doing?
Great. Yeah. It was fun. We went and got brunch.
I love
that.
Randomly
on Sunday.
Cool.
Up in Egg Harbor.
Did you guys go to like a diner?
No, we went to, it was like a rooftop, like restaurant brunch spot.
Cool.
It was very cool.
Very quaint. Very cool.
Anyways.
Schneck. Any Hazel Schneck. We love him. Friend of the show, But Hawaii was cool. I got to hike a volcano and it kind of looked like Kaled from Elden Ring. It was kind of wild. It was, there was like zombies everywhere and stuff. It was cool. I learned that Hawaiians don't really like the U.S.
In particular.
Just like the mainland U.S. They kind of want to be left alone, and I totally understand why. Hawaii is absolutely gorgeous. Also, it solidified in me that I don't like fish, and I don't care how well it's prepared. I don't care if it's Asian fish. I don't care if it's like battered and fried. It's just not for me. I went to a restaurant on Maui called Mama's Fish House, which is like a famous seafood restaurant, and I had the best they had to offer, and I had like a bite, and I was like, I'm good.
Wow, that's okay. That's all right. Everyone has their own tastes and palates, and yours just happens to be that of a 10-year-old.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Listen, I'm more of like a surf, I'm a turf versus surf kind of guy.
Okay.
But yeah, it was cool though. It was Hawaii is the most beautiful place ever. If any to our listeners out there, if you ever get the chance, definitely go to Hawaii. It's cool. Highly recommend it.
On to our Food for Thoughtcast question responses. At the end of each episode, we pose a question, and at the end of our last episode, the question was, what is a Grail MTG card for your personal collection? For us, it's what we need in our collection, since the whole last episode we talked about like our top 5 cards in our collection.
Yeah.
So we, kind of went over our grails, so to speak. So this is going to be kind of cards we eventually hope to attain and have in our collection. So I'll let you lead us off, Luke. What are some grails for you?
I had 2 grails, and funnily enough, like they're not like good or playable even.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like you can't play. Okay. My 2 were Alpha Lure, because I told you guys I have a lure collection, and I actually one of the art printings I don't have is the original lure, which is like a cursed apple. That's what the artwork looks like. I
love this one.
So yeah, and it's going for $30 damaged. So that's obtainable.
I wonder what even like if you get an HP. Well, let's just see what the LPs are looking like. You can probably get. Yeah, there's some HPs around 40. Yeah, LPs around 80.
Yeah, it's under $100.
It's a wild card to have as an alpha, but I respect it.
Yeah, I want an alpha lure. And apparently I can only find damaged ones online. So I don't know. My other one was that I want an Urga's Legacy Tinker. And I want it in foil.
Oh, yeah. Foil. It's got to be foil.
Yeah. I want the foil version of this card, which is also under $100, but
that's kind of surprising a little bit.
Which is a card you can't even play.
Well, you could play it in vintage.
I can play it in vintage.
Play it in cube. You can throw this in a cube.
Throw it in a cube. Okay.
I mean, it's definitely one of the most broken Magic cards of all time.
I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's like
I
think we should unban Tinker.
Right. I was about to say we've talked about your love for Tinker before. What is it about Tinker that you just makes it one of your favorites?
I like it's just like a forbidden fruit, you know what I mean? It's just like first of all, I love mono blue artifact, as you know. And this is the one that got away. You know what I mean? This is the mono blue artifact card that I can never play, but I want to so bad. And it is good. You know, hey, listen, you know, turn 2, you can basically get out a Blightsteel Colossus.
Oh, you can turn 1 this, baby.
You can turn 1 this, you think?
Well, yeah, just a little Mock Sapphire, Ancient Tomb, cast Tinker, sack the Sapphire, boom.
Okay.
So you mentioned Blightsteel Colossus. What are some of your other favorite like Tinker targets?
Ooh, Blightsteel Colossus is a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blightsteel, any of the what do you call them? Oh, I'm blanking. Any of the big dudes. Wait, what are they called?
The big boys.
No, just a second. It's that
the Gear Hulks?
Yeah, the Gear Hulks.
Okay, yeah, like torrential Gear Hulk.
And you can actually
office,
play the
bring
full
the Tinker
Gear
back.
Hulk, not like the minimum. You know how like Gear Hulks have like for a less mana cost, you can.
Oh, are you thinking like the Brothers War ones?
Yes.
Oh.
I've never actually played a full. Like I've never actually paid the full cost because they're like $12.
What are those called? I'm talking like combustible Gear Hulk, torrential Gear Hulk.
Yeah.
What are the Brothers War ones called again?
I don't know, but those are the ones I have.
Okay. Let's just go set bro, and we'll just find one. How about that?
Deal.
I know they're in here somewhere. Surely. I know the white one's actually. It was in.
Yeah,
Steel Seraph. This one was in the Vintage Cube, the MTGO Vintage Cube for a while.
That's so cool.
Might still be there. But yeah, all the prototype cards are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Tinker, a lot of people like to say Portal to Phyrexia. You know, the Storm Deviants, like a little Bolus's Citadel from time to time. So I see the appeal in this card.
There you go.
I see the appeal.
Actually, you can even play, because it's an artifact card, you can even play, if you're really feeling saucy, you can play, oh my god, I can't think right now. You can play, you can play Darksteel Citadel. That's an artifact land.
Heck yeah.
You can play Seed of Synod.
I like
that's land.
That's a power move. Well, yeah, you can sack them to your Tinker. Yeah.
There you go.
I like it. Yeah. Lure, alpha lure, and a foil Tinker. I'm in.
Yeah, what would you do?
This is boring, but I really sat and I thought about this question for a long time. And it's hard to give a specific Grail card. And I think our last episode we delved into our collections and some of our favorite cards. And a lot of my favorite cards are not necessarily expensive cards.
Yeah.
I talked about my Badlands or my FBB Soul Ring and stuff. So I do have some kind of rare stuff or whatever in my collection, but a lot of my favorite cards are just kind of random or signed or, So I don't know. It's hard to, for me right now, it's hard to determine a Grail beyond Unlimited Moxen. Of the Power 9, I'm just a Moxen guy.
Yeah.
Preferably Mox Ruby, Mox Jet. I don't know.
That would be a great.
I just want Mox.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine.
So right now, it's kind of basic answer, but I'm just going to say Mox Jet. That's just going to be my Grail card. Eventually,
Yeah.
if I can get a Mox Jet in my collection one day, or Mox Ruby, whatever opportunity presents itself first, that's the Grail right there.
Deal. Obviously, I'd have to go Mox Emerald if I had to choose one, but
Respect.
it's having a Mox would be great.
You go the off-color one for your Tinker. You know what? Why not?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I can. I guess I can do Sapphire too.
Yeah, that would go well with your Tinker, I think.
That would work better with the Tinker, I think. But
Yeah. I mean, honestly, any of the Moxen with Tinker is pretty good.
yeah. Wait, I'm dumb here. They haven't reprinted them in a long time.
Ever.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Reserve list.
Yeah, the reserve list. Yeah, okay.
They did them in the 30th anniversary, whatever. So it's kind of funny. You can get an M15 border Mox Ruby. Well, let me see if I can. It's so silly. They look kind of clean though. I'm not gonna lie. Like this looks kind of clean.
Honestly, I want 30th anniversary cards now just to like mess with you guys. Not even because I think it like,
Dude, I don't.
kind of a meme
Obviously,
at this point.
Yeah, but obviously the product's terrible.
Yes.
But the cards with the M15 border look so good. Like I'm not even kidding. There's the Hypnotic Spectre with an M15 frame with the original Schuler art. Goes so hard. There's also Animate Dead.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because all the other Animate Dead art sucks. Like, no offense, but
Yep.
the OG Animate Dead art is like the only Animate Dead art
Yeah.
in my eyes. But yeah, let me see. Hypnotic Spectre.
This set is kind of like the remastered like Gibson Les Paul, where it's like it's a remaster of the one from '59, but it's made with all new parts, so it works. It's like that's kind of what
Sure.
this feels like.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I don't know. I'm big. Obviously, I love old border cards, old frame cards. But the M15 frame it's just clean. It just looks nice.
Is 30th anniversary actually a good set?
No,
Is that what we're?
we can't just start throwing that around.
Okay.
We can't start making claims like that, Luke.
we're gonna get fired.
There's so many other things to get canceled for that liking 30th anniversary should not be.
Yeah, what if that's what put down the
priority.
wild dogs at the end?
Dude, that'd be
Because
crazy.
we admitted that we like 30th anniversary.
And we just were like, we had a bunch of 30th anniversary sealed, just hanging out. And
Yeah.
anyways, but yeah, the obviously Anson Maddox, which I think he does the I think Anson does the art for Lure. OG Lure is also Anson.
I think so. Hear me out. A 30th anniversary pack is only $290.
Should that be like a goal of ours to attain one of those and open it on?
I think so. I think that's a goal of ours that we eventually open up a 30th anniversary pack.
All right, I'm in. Why not?
Deal. When we hit 1 million subscribers.
We'll do it. And that's how I get my Mox Ruby. Who knows?
Hey, honestly, yeah.
On to WotC news.
Yes.
Obviously, today we're talking about Edge of Eternities, which is the new set. It's kind of the talk of the town, so we're going to get into that
Yeah, we'll get into
just
that.
in a little bit here. But otherwise, we've got Spider-Man previews have been going crazy the last week.
Yes.
Last weekend in particular, they left and right. There's like 100.
Which is funny
cards.
because this set just came out. I mean, is this normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Edge of Eternities technically isn't even out yet. It was pre-release weekend last weekend, and during pre-release weekend for the set that was coming out this week, they
They're showing
dropped
Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you know what? Let's just do a 120 card preview of another set. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, we're not gonna sit here and drag Spider-Man, but it just from judging our show notes that we put together and collaborated on, or I was like watching Luke put his notes in, he was seeing me put mine in. Neither of us are going to be too hot on this set. Luke maybe more so than me. He is the comic dude, so I am interested to hear your opinion on some of the kind of comic book takes on this set because you are the aficionado in that regard. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm not. I liked watching the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies growing up.
Yeah.
Love me a little Spider-Man 2 action. A little Willem Dafoe Green Goblin action.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I this is like I just never thought I would have my peas and carrots mixed like this a little bit. I never thought I would see
Sure.
Spider-Man in like an official Spider-Man set in Magic the Gathering. Also, I'm not the biggest Spider-Man guy. Like there are like Spider-Man dudes. I'm not one of them. I'm more of an X-Men guy if I had to put myself in a box. But yeah, I won't rail on it for too long, but all I'm going to say is that this feels like, how people were complaining how like there's a lot of hat sets where it was like, hey, let's just like, this is the NASCAR set. So let's put like, or no, actually the thing I think of the most is the Thunder Junction. They're like, oh, just put a cowboy hat on this person.
Sure.
That's kind of what this feels like, the external IP hat set.
Interesting.
Where it's just like, hey, put a web on it. Hey, make it, I don't know. It's again, I don't want to be too harsh on this. It just feels a little uninspired to me.
Now, okay, that's interesting because, I get what you mean in that it's literally there's a web. Well, okay, so my biggest issue with this set is that for non-Spider-Man fans, this is going to be a huge, okay, maybe not a huge issue, but it will be somewhat of an issue for tracking this in limited, in standard, in whatever format you play with these cards in. But if you're not a Spider-Man fan, you might not be drafting this set anyway, so whatever. But if you are, and right now, and this is before the full preview is released, there are currently, like no joke, 40 different Spider-Man cards. And by that, I mean cards where the predominant character, like the art, is literally just Spider-Man. And it's like Symbiote Spider-Man, Iron Spider, Spectacular Spider-Man, Ghost Spider, Spider-Man Web Slinger. It's like, so there's a ton of legendary creatures that all are Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Punk. It's going to be really hard for me to, okay. I'll just say this. It is hard for me to look at this and really pick up on what's happening at all, just on face value. Like, a good way of comparing this or demonstrating what I mean is you look at this set, you look at this preview on Scryfall, the visual spoiler, you get to see all the cards, and then you compare that to an Edge of Eternities. If you're looking at the Edge of Eternities, you see the little lobster legendary creature. That's going to be Reghost or whatever his name is.
Yep.
Like there are some instances where it's the same character, just two different versions. But this set is literally just like there are 40 different Spider-Man. Like how am I supposed to like care or track or keep track of or what have you with what any of these cards do when they all look? They're all presenting the exact same art, more or less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe that plays into the hat set aesthetic a little bit in the sense that it's literally just all Spider-Man art. And I get that's like the point, but
so right now there's actually something really interesting going on with Spider-Man, and they don't reference this at all in this set.
Okay.
Which is, so right now so Spider-Man's been going on since the golden age of, whatever that is, like the 60s or I don't know. It's been going on for a long time. And Spider-Man, so like the way Marvel works is that all of their big characters have continuity going back to them when they started, and they don't break continuity. That's their thing. They don't break it. Okay. So like stuff that happens in the 60s is still like technically in history nowadays.
Okay.
And they'll like redo number ones and all that stuff, but it's all canon. But Marvel has this, which is also a pretty coveted for writers and artists, but there's like a line, the Ultimate line. So they have like Ultimate Thor, Ultimate, like all these different characters. And it's basically like, hey, you're in your own pocket world. You can do whatever you want with that character within reason. And Spider-Man's kind of the Mickey Mouse of Marvel. They're very, very close. Like they don't, like you'll never see Mickey Mouse from Disney with like a gun in his hand because, it's like it's the face of the IP. And so in the same way, Spider-Man's kind of the face of the IP for Marvel. And so that's actually really interesting that like Marvel's their first go, like Spider-Man is the first go of, Magic the Gathering, making a set based on Marvel IP. So it's kind of interesting that this is like, you gave, someone else your baby, so the first go, like, you didn't even try it out with like the Avengers first or like X-Men first, like, hey, give them like an IP people know, but like, aren't as beloved as Spider-Man. So it's kind of interesting in that way. But something that's really interesting about the set is, so I saw that there's a card called FWIP, and you're like, okay, what does that mean? Well, it's kind of an inside joke with comic people where like people get Spider-Man's sound effects wrong. Like his when he shoots a web, it says thwip. It's not like swish, or it's not like, I don't know. It's kind of like an inside joke that like, so this is kind of like a wink of like, hey, we know, we're down with the kids. Like we're down with the comic kids. Like, look at us. Look at us pick up on this, small detail. But at the same time, right now in Spider-Man, it's like, so there's this ultimate line of Spider-Man, and it's been given to this author, Jonathan Hickman, who's very famous. He did like Fantastic Four, and he did like House of X, Powers of X, which was like really like the best X-Men run I've read in a long time. And they just gave him Spider-Man, and I sent it to you guys in the chat. But what's like I think they had like 10 reprintings of the first issue of this Spider-Man run, and it's like beloved right now. It's really, really good, and it's all about how, I'm spoiling the first page of the comic, but like basically in this universe, Peter Parker has a family and kids and a wife before he gets bit by the spider. And so he's like a 40-year-old dad, like late 30s, early 40s-year-old dad, like figuring out how to be a superhero. And it's like a huge, refreshing take on the character. And it's very, very beloved right now. And none of those characters and none of those people, even though there was like talks of them making it into like a movie because it's so popular, and it's only been out since January. And there's no mentions of any of that in the set, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we are early into spoiler season.
Yeah.
Also, this set has almost certainly been in production for years now.
Yeah.
So we could see a secret lair with
or like an alternate artwork of a character. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because that's the whole thing with the Ultimate Universe is like they'll have Doc Ock, but like he'll be slightly different in the Ultimate Universe. Maybe.
Yeah, it could just be like a different art treatment for one of these characters. Or, I mean, we have seen in Universes Beyond, like, actually unique cards, right? Like the X-Men, right? Wasn't it like Wolverine and Storm? Like, those were uniquely designed characters. They weren't just skins like the SpongeBob ones, where, like, SpongeBob is Yoda. Yeah. It's like they were truly unique designs. So we could see that for a UB of middle-aged Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Like, okay, like in the comic, there's like one of the first lines is like he's 40 years old and he's looking at himself in the mirror and he's like, man, I'm not getting much younger these days, or something like that.
I love it.
And that's like a hilarious nod because like that's the joke, is that they like purposely try and keep Spider-Man 18. And they have since like the sixth, like they never want him to age. You know what I mean? He's just like, he's like Peter Pan, they just want him to be like a young kid his whole life. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I derailed this, but yeah, bottom line, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to find out.
We'll find out.
We're gonna find out. I think we are going to, I don't know, even with things like, even with Universes Beyond sets for IPs that I don't particularly care for, like a Doctor Who, or a Spider-Man or what have you, I still look at all the cards. You know what I mean? Like, still want to, if there's a cool, from a mechanic standpoint, unique card that plays pretty interestingly, I will consider it. And who knows, this might be a fun limited set. But again, I think it's going to be plagued with, okay, so which Spider-Man is that? Oh, is that Miles Morales, or is that the other green Spider-Man, or is it the third green Spider-Man? You know what I mean? Like, it's all like, I don't know. I think it's gonna get a little bit.
Well, okay, that's another part about this set that's like interesting to me, which tells me that a lot of the people that worked on this set. Okay, and again, maybe I'm wrong on this because again, I'm not a huge Spider-Man head, but I'm just I dabble from the outside.
Okay,
so I guess you can say, but like, what's funny to me is that, like, you know how I think I feel like the people that made this set just watched all the movies and they didn't really read the comic books. And the reason why is because like the multiversal aspect of Spider-Man has been brought up in all the movies because that's like fun and exciting, but that's not like a big part of his day to day. Like you know what I mean? Like that's not a big part of the Spider-Man mythos. Is that, hey, there's different versions of him out there in other parts of the universe. It's like that was kind of a gimmick in a movie, and that movie was popular, and then now it's like a whole set based off of that, where it's, and then maybe again though it's like hey, maybe there isn't enough material on just pure regular canon Spider-Man. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. All I know is that, okay, I'm done ranting about this, but all I'm gonna say is that this set smells a little weird to me.
Smells a little
weird.
Smells
off to me.
Also, this is a random poll. I'm just looking through some of these cards. Risky research. For 2 and a black, you get a sorcery. Surveil 2, draw 2, lose 2. Isn't this just Dire Sight that just came out?
Oh,
this is another random poll. Hold on. Surveil 2, draw 2, lose 2. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Well,
cool.
Dire Sight. Play Dire Sight. It's got a cool frog dude on it. Actually got one of these signed by Alex Brandwin at MagicCon.
I love it.
But yeah, it's just so funny. It's
like, is the flavor?
That's just Dire Sight. Which, they're functional reprints all the time. That kind of cool.
Yeah. I get you.
Doc Ock.
What if the flavor text was exactly the same too? And you're like, wait a second.
Someone
just copy and paste this?
No, we're good.
No, we're good. Yeah.
Anyways, on to the main topic of today's episode, which is our Wild Dog set review of Edge of Eternities. It's finally here, guys.
We made it.
The final set of the year for us.
Yes.
I guess you could say.
I was just about to bring that up. It's like Leland made a good point at the beginning of the show, was that this is the final set of the year, everybody.
Yeah, we'll obviously still record the show, but we probably won't do. It's weird that we're doing our first proper set review, and we're probably not going to do another one of these for a while.
We're going to get another one next year.
Yeah, real quick, kind of an explanation of how our set reviews will work kind of moving forward. This is like a test run.
Yep.
We're not locking this in. We're just going to run it from this, format for this episode, and we'll just see how it goes. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we can fix it in the next one, I guess. So we're going to be discussing our favorite cards in the set from each color in Wooburg order, then gold cards, and then finish with colorless/lands. So that means there are going to be 42 cards total that we're going to discuss. 3 from Luke, 3 from me. So 6 cards per section. So in total, it's 21 cards from me, 21 cards from Luke. To me, that just felt like a good way of splitting the set up.
Yep.
Still talk about like a really good chunk of cards. I mean, 42 cards is a lot of cards. So we're going to hopefully cruise through right here without doing the entire set.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to have to talk about every single card. However, this is a really good set. It's a really good set. Let's talk about some of our initial impressions. Luke, what do you think of Edge of Eternities before we dive in?
Yeah, no, before we dive in, I think that in my humble opinion, this is definitely the set of the year.
Oh, snap.
Maybe even the set of the decade, potentially. And I know I said that about Bloomborough. Wow. Bloomborough was my favorite set of all time. But this might top it, and I'm not...
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
This might top it. I think that... listen, as you guys know, listeners of the show, I love me some Boros. I love me some blue artifact shenanigans. I love me some +1/+1s.
It does... it does check a lot of Luke boxes. It really does.
There's no BS. There's no weird like graveyard shenanigans. Not a lot of that. It's just cool creatures. I love the new. I'm gonna say it. Well, it's Starship. I keep saying it wrong. Is it Starship? Is it Spaceship?
I think it's Spacecraft.
Spacecraft. Okay.
Spacecraft. It's a new artifact type.
I say it
spacecraft.
I say it different every time. So, bear with me here. But yeah, the spacecraft new type is really, really cool. I do like that they kind of zeroed, like, hey, you guys can play these as commanders. I thought that was kind of cool. And yeah, I mean, this feels like kind of the beginning of something new that's exciting.
Okay.
I'm not excited about Spider-Man. I don't give a shit about Final Fantasy. But this feels like the beginning of something. This feels like the beginning of something. This is the start of something. And it's really exciting to be here on the ground level, like the ground floor.
Yeah, which is funny because we're out in outer space.
Yeah,
the ground floor of outer space.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I'm as far as like the flavor and vibes of the set, I'm with you. Like I've said before, I'm a huge sci-fi guy. I just dig space exploration, the whole vibe of it. So
yeah,
and I think I saw earlier today there was some sort of confirmation. I forget where it was, so don't quote me on this.
Okay,
but I think I saw someone say that this is like the beginning of multiple sets that are going to be set in space.
I love
forward.
that.
I don't know if that means next year or just down the road we'll see them, but I think someone from WotC confirmed that there are going to be more sets in outer space, which I'm just so stoked for.
Me too.
So,
me too. Because I was seeing these spacecraft types, and then they're saying you can play them as commander, and I was like, hey man. And there's also like spacecraft synergy, so I was like, they can't just do this for one set and then have this type for one set and then just never do it again. Like, no, they have to.
Right.
They have to do more. Also, another thing too that I love for this first set that they did was that I love that they went with like you said you like Mass Effect. They went with like the Mass Effect space opera. There's a lot of different ways you can do sci-fi.
Right.
There's like the grungy cyberpunk. There's there's the corny like optimistic Star Trek, which I love, even though like I'm making fun of it. I love it. But no, I think this is perfect. I'm glad that they went this route. The Mass Effect, like, hey, there's a lot of different alien types, it's pretty optimistic. There's weird religion in the background. Like, I like this. Like, I don't know. I really like this setting and this version of sci-fi that they went with.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm like I said, very into this set aesthetically. We'll get into the mechanics of it here before we dive into each individual card. But I agree. I think the new spacecraft type is interesting. I'm interested to see how they implement it in the future. Like, how would you think about the spacecraft that is a bit curious to me in that they didn't just do vehicles like they've done previously for ships and stuff, is that this implies, and again, it's not a super type, so it is just artifact spacecraft. Like, it doesn't have to matter a ton, but it is they are saying something by having this new like card type that has a unique mechanic, this station mechanic, right?
Yeah.
It might just be for this limited environment, or just maybe this is just kind of like the kitschy little fun space thing, but it doesn't necessarily feel like that. Like, it feels intentional that they're doing the spacecraft thing. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do that without jumping right back into space. Like, how do you do spacecraft in other sets?
Well, I was thinking about that too. I was like think about like we go back to Bloomborough and then have like a hot air balloon, and that's a spacecraft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I love that.
Also, by the way, funny thing to think about was I was thinking that like changelings are every other type. So could you have a changeling that is a spacecraft?
Well, so
or
spacecraft
like
it isn't a creature subtype. So it's
okay.
It's an artifact rather than artifact creature, because it will say here, I bet you there's actually an artifact creature in here somewhere where I can point this out. Here. So artifact creature, robot assassin. This whole card for right here. So this is an artifact creature, which means if something has changeling, it gains because this is artifact creature, robot assassin. These are the creature subtypes, right?
Okay.
The spacecraft, this is a unique type of artifact. So this isn't like it's kind of confusing.
No,
so
I
this
get
is
you.
like spacecraft is a subtype of artifact, much like equipment, much like vehicle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, the new mechanics are spacecraft, planet, and station. Those are all kind of intrinsically tied together because, as we were just discussing, the spacecrafts are artifacts which can be, which have the mechanic station, which means that you can tap another creature you control and put a charge counter on, and put charge counters equal to that creature's power onto this spacecraft. You station only as a sorcery, and it becomes an artifact creature after it meets a certain amount of charge counters on it.
Yeah.
So in the case of Uthros scan ship, it has station 8+, meaning it has to have 8+ charge counters on it in order to become an artifact creature. Otherwise, it is just an artifact. The other new mechanic is warp, which
Warp is cool.
is very cool. It's an alternate cost of a card. Just scrolling through, here's one right here. Caesarian Voidborn, which is for 3 mana, for 2 and a black, you get a 2/2 vampire soldier. Whenever this creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. It also has warp for one black mana. So instead of paying the 3 mana for this 2/2, you instead can cast it for its warp cost for 1 mana. When you do that, you have to cast it from your hand for the warp cost, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you exile the creature at the beginning of the next end step. And then you can cast it from exile on a later turn.
Yes.
So it's in a weird way, it's like evoke meets plot,
Yes.
if that makes sense. So you cast it, you get the ETB, you get the effect printed on it. So you basically get this like Blood Artist effect from Caesarian Voidborn for 1 mana, which is really good.
Yep.
It's very good for like a turn where you pop off. And then it goes into exile and you can cast it on a later turn.
Yeah.
From exile, which is good. I mean, you get, typically you get like an on-rate effect, if not a bit better than on-rate cost for the effect on the card. That's a permanent. And then it goes away at end of turn, but then you can cast it for like a more, I guess, appropriate cost to stay on board later. So, I don't know. I kind of dig it. It's like,
I love it.
Plot meets evoke. You can also blink, cast an ephemerate on this card and it will stay on the battlefield. So there's some shenanigans you can do with warp that are kind of
also, there's a lot of fun flavor stuff with warp that they've done. I'll point one out later in my list, but like, there's a lot of fun, like flavorful mechanical stuff that they do in some of the cards. I'll show you guys later. I'll bring it up in one of mine. But
heck yeah. And then the last 2 mechanics are void, which void is just there's an effect if a non-land permanent left the battlefield during this turn, or a spell was warped this turn, something happens for void. It's either an additional effect, it's a reduced cost. It's similar to, I'm just trying to think. There's another, what is Tragic Slip? What's on Tragic
Oh, Morbid.
Slip? Morbid, thank you. It's very similar to Morbid, except there is a slight difference. Morbid is if a creature in particular died this turn. Yeah,
specifically a creature.
This is just if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped. So, I don't know. There's some interesting void stuff.
Yeah.
And then the lander tokens are kind of the last notable thing. Lots of stuff in this set. Obviously, a lot of the green cards create these landers. Landers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lander tokens, which I've actually got one in this pack right here. There are a lot of cards that create these token artifacts, which for 2 mana, you can sacrifice this token, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle.
You basically, every color gets rampant growth now.
Well, it's closer to... I mean, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
$3. What is it? $2, $3?
Yep. Yeah, no, it's basically like this is like a Wayfarer's Bauble. Like
Yes.
there's certain cards that create a Wayfarer's Bauble in addition to whatever else they've got going on.
Yeah.
The reason why I didn't say it's not exactly rampant growth, because there is a sorcery that's literally like 1 green. Sami's Curiosity. For 1 green, it's a sorcery. You gain 2 life, create a lander token, which, as I described, is an artifact with 2. Tap and sack this token. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. So, why is this better or worse than a Wayfarer's Bauble? I don't know. I mean, well, okay, so there's a lot of reasons why this is maybe worse, maybe better, depending on what you're trying to do, right?
Well, it's mono green.
Now, why this matters, like on face value, it's 1 mana to cast something that either right away or later you spend 2 mana to crack it for basic land, to ramp for a basic land.
Yeah.
You have to pay 1 green mana for Sami's Curiosity, whereas Wayfarer's Bauble is colorless. It goes in every deck. Any deck can play Wayfarer's Bauble. Only green X decks can play Sami's Curiosity. I don't know. I just don't see a lot of green decks that need to play Wayfarer's Bauble because there's better on-rate ramp effects in green.
Yeah.
Like, why are we playing? You don't have to play 3 mana rampant growths in green. You just play you play Nature's Lore.
Yeah.
You play 3 visits. You
Yeah.
play actual factual rampant growth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I was just excited about this because it's like now, other colors get ramp when they didn't have it before. So like red has ramp, has a more reliable way of ramping now. Because I'm assuming that there's like lander cards in red.
But Sami's Curiosity is a green card.
No, but there's
That's
like
my
other
point.
but there's other cards that give lander.
Yeah,
tokens.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I'm saying like the lander token.
You're talking specifically
mechanic.
like land ramp.
Yeah, land ramp.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think lander is game changing, but I think I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it'll
they're
be
not bad.
useful in a pinch.
Yeah, I think they're going to be good in limited
Yeah.
for this set. Like the deck that I'm really interested in is Simic Robots.
Okay. All right.
For Edge of Eternities, and
I'm down.
Yeah, there's some cool shenanigans in blue and in green. I'm all about it, but yeah, we'll
We'll
get
jump back
that.
to it. Yeah.
So again, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but the base new mechanics are spacecraft, planet, and station, which are all kind of tied together. Warp, void, and these lander tokens.
Yes. Let's bring it on. Let's see it.
Cool. All right. Well, without further ado, let us jump into white. So we're going to go kind of back and forth. I'm going to start, then Luke will go, then I will go, so on and so forth.
Perfect.
So our first card in white is Astelli Reclaimer. Very stoked on this card. Very, very stoked on this card. So Astelli Reclaimer is a 5/4 Flying Angel Warrior for 3, a white and a white. So a 5 mana, 5/4 Angel Warrior with flying. It also has, when this creature enters, return target non-creature, non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this creature. It also has warp, 2 and a white. So 3 mana warp. This card rules.
Yes, it does. Oh yeah.
This is like,
And that artwork is so cool too.
artwork is so sick. So a lot of the kind of borderless treatment arts in this set are also super sick.
Yeah.
Benjamin E did a lot of these.
Killing it.
So dope. But yeah, the proper M15 border by Carly Milligan, is excellent. It is excellent. But yeah, this is just like Savine's Reclamation that also you just get a 5/4 flying body later in the game.
Yep.
Now, the caveat here is why it's not an exact 1-to-1 Savine's Reclamation. Well, there are a few reasons. One, it isn't a sorcery. It's a creature. 2, you can only recur non-creature, non-land permanents. So Savine's
little specific.
Reclamation, I think you can get back. Let me just pull Savine's Reclamation up, but you can grab anything you want out the bin, which is what makes this card so good. It's just target permanent cards. So you can grab lands in a pinch, and then the other likeness is Savine's Reclamation is 2 and a white for sorcery. So you cast it once, return a permanent card, mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, but then it has flashback for 4 and a white. If you cast it from your graveyard, you get to copy Savine's Reclamation, so you get to bring back 2 permanents, mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. One of my favorite cards of all time. So while a Stellar Reclaimer doesn't, it isn't quite Savine's Reclamation, isn't quite at that power level. I think it's slept on though. I think a Stellar Reclaimer.
A 5/4 with flying is attached to Savine's Reclamation. It's
Exactly.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
People like sleep on Sarah Angel. This is just like obviously it's a little bit different. The context is very different, but 5/4 flyers just kill people. Like you just die to this card, and it's also going to return. I don't know, like some sort of enchantment that matters. Like let's even just say like a banish. Banishing Light. You just recur that,
which is hilarious because
Go ahead.
No, there's so if you look at the artwork for Banished Light, it's the space version of and it's the same oh wait, I'm sorry guys.
It's all good, dude. We're recording at the end of the day.
Okay, so there is a mono white enchantment that does the exact same thing, and it's got the ley lines attached to it, and I showed it to you. It's binding.
Leyline binding?
No.
Are you sure?
Leyline binding, yes. Yes, leyline binding.
You're like it's the one with the ley lines.
This is a callback to leyline binding.
Leyline binding? Well, no. Okay, so but this style of enchantment removal is very common.
Oh, okay.
Long story short, you're going to be recurring your Banishing Light with your Stellar Reclaimer, and that's very cool.
I love it. All right, my first one here in white was Exalted Sunborn, which is a for 3 generic and 2 white. It's a creature, an angel wizard creature with flying and lifelink, and it says if 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. And then it has warp 1 generic, 1 white. And I brought this up because similar to your situation where you're like, hey, this is Savine's Reclamation on a 5/4 or like on a what was yours, like a 5/5 flying?
Yeah, 5/4 flyer.
5/4 flyer. Well, this is also this is basically just like a doubling season in white on a 4/5 flyer with lifelink. Yeah. And then you can warp it. There's no downside.
Yeah.
And the art's cool. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, this card's a vibe.
Like it doesn't get much. Also, look at the extra art. Yeah, the special art.
Whoa! Oh, it's like this is so cool.
Yeah,
These
very
like
cool.
The one of the special treatments where it's got like the super shiny, shimmery foiling.
It looks like someone made this up. It looks like a proxy.
It does, yeah.
But it's I don't know.
Yeah. This is an excellent card. This is definitely going my Present the Vanisher deck. Yeah, this is for whatever reason, white has just been going so hard lately with this like token duplication because there's Mondrak from I think that was All Will Be One. There's Ogier Tak, which triples tokens.
Yeah.
From Lost Caverns of Ixalan.
Yep.
There's white is like known for this almost as much as green too.
Recently.
Going back to like Anointed Procession, which that's Amon Ket, I think. So yeah, it's just cool. It's cool to see another one of these, especially on this is also a notably non-legendary
flying
lifelink body. I will be making tons of Exalted Sunborn tokens and just flooding my board with these token duplicators in my
Yeah.
Preston deck.
You have to. Oh yeah.
Very cool card.
Yeah. So that was my first white card.
Next up, we have Cosmogrand Zenith. For 2 and a white, you get a 2/4 human soldier with whenever you cast your second spell each turn, choose one. Create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. What are we doing here? What is this magic card? This card is absolutely insane. I think this card would be busted even if it was just creating one white human soldier token.
Yep.
But they're like, you know what? Actually, let's make it 2. Why not? Let's make this card even more busted.
Yep. And guys, it's 3 mana. It's not even expensive.
Yeah, and it's not legendary. Like there's a lot of just like imagine a board with like even just 2 of these on board together.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Honestly,
gosh.
even imagine a board with just one of these. Like this card is cracked powerful. Like we're definitely going to be seeing decks with this in standard. Like this is going to be a standard all-star for forever now.
Oh yeah. For 5 years.
For 5 years. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking like the Orzhov decks, obviously you got the Azorius decks, which you're casting tons of spells, control spells. This card is ridiculous. This card is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm in my show notes. WTF is this card? Luminarch Aspirant on steroids. It's like kind of just in a whole other league.
Yeah. Power creep.
Yeah, power creep is real. Very cool card, and yeah, all of you people will be very, very familiar with this card very, very soon. The alternate art is kind of messed up looking though. I don't know what this is.
It's a little whack.
It's very.
They let an intern do that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting this version for sure. But yeah, I don't know. The shout outs to Anna Steinbauer. This is like a gorgeous. This is one of the first art pieces I think we saw.
Yeah.
That was spoiled for Edge of Eternities. And yeah, gorgeous art piece for an insanely powerful magic card. So shout out Cosmogrand Zenith.
Heck yeah. All right, my next one is this was one that Leland actually put in the chat and on our chat, and he goes, "This is a Luke card if I've ever seen it." And the card is Honor. So for 1 white mana, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature, and then draw a card. Very simple, very to the point, but also very powerful. Very, very powerful.
I saw this and was like, they must have just like called Luke up.
This whole set, I feel like they just like looked at my diary and was like, "What can we do to make this guy happy? He just got married. Like, let's give him a new set that he'll like."
It's good wedding gift, I suppose.
Yeah. Also, okay, another thing too is like every once in a while, I keep seeing these like single word cards that have come up recently, and I'm like, how do they not have a card called that already?
Yeah, especially Honor.
Honor.
Totally.
You know what I mean? I feel like that'd be like a first edition,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Honor.
a good point,
You're telling me
actually.
it took 30 years to have a card named Honor?
That would be a fun thought exercise. Is like, let's come up with, maybe we'll do an episode where we come up with like five card titles that should already be a Magic the Gathering card.
I like it.
Next up, we have Reroute Systems. For 1 white mana, you get an instant. Choose one. Either target artifact or creature gains indestructible until end of turn, or Reroute Systems deals 2 damage to target tapped creature. This is just a super fun card for limited in general. Definitely want to pick one of these up for my cube. And it's just a white shock that also you can use as protection depending on your board state and what's going down in the game. So I'm a big fan of this card.
I actually almost put this one too. Because it's just very versatile. It's simple. It's a perfect Magic card.
Yeah, it turns out 2 damage just gets the job done most of the time. Obviously, it says target tapped creature, which isn't, it isn't attacking. It isn't. It's just a tapped creature. There's a lot of ways in which people tap cards. I do want to give a quick shout to Focus Fire. This is kind of the second one. I kind of went back and forth on Reroute Systems and Focus Fire, which is another 1 mana white instant that reads Focus Fire deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature, where X is 2 plus the number of creatures and or spacecraft you control. So this is one where it is you are dealing damage to an attacking or blocking creature, so it's a little bit more situational in terms of removal. It's ever so slightly more limiting, which is why I ultimately decided Reroute Systems is just a better card all around. But this is also a really cool card because depending on your board state, Focus Fire is a 1 mana deal. Even if it's just you have 1 creature on board, this is just like a lightning bolt during your attack or blocking phase. It's a cool card too, but yeah, Reroute Systems it's got the edge on it. I think it's the one of the cooler white removal spells we've seen recently for one white mana, I should say, specifically at instant speed. So
yeah, I like it. It's a great card. All right, my last white card was Starfield Shepherd, which first of all, the artwork in this card is incredible. People should go check it out. But yeah, so Starfield Shepherd, it's a 3 generic and 2 white. It's a non-legendary creature, just a creature angel type, and it has flying. And it says, when this creature enters, search your library for a basic land card or a creature card with a mana value 1 or less. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And then it also has a warp cost of 1 generic and white. And so, yeah, you can get a creature, you can get a little small creature, but no one's going to use it for that. Everybody's going to use it to get a basic land. And so white right now, I mean, it has very limited land ramp. There's, okay.
So this is specifically a land tutor, though. It goes to your hand.
Yes, it goes to your hand.
Yeah, so it isn't quite land ramp, but it is situationally. It's really good. Like getting even though it's a basic plains, just like ETB for 1 and a white, turn 2, like tutoring a plains to your hand is good, or like ensuring your land drops is good. The part of this card that I think is wild is tutoring a creature for mana 1 or less.
Oh, really? You thought that was the crazy part?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm just going to go get my Esper Sentinel. Dude, this is just a tutor for your Esper Sentinel. There are other cards that do a similar effect, like Recruiter of the Guard, Ranger Captain of Eos. Recruiter of the Guard, until it was just recently reprinted, was like a $40 card. Ranger Captain of Eos, I think, is still like a $40 card.
Yeah.
And this is just like probably going to be like a 50-cent uncommon.
Yep. Yeah, but the crazy thing about this is that you can get 2 Esper Sentinels because you can warp it.
Yeah, or flicker it if you're living in Magic Christmas land, as some people like to say.
You can basically tutor for basic lands or your Esper Sentinels.
Yeah.
Anytime you want, infinitely with this card. So pretty good.
Ooh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I love this card. Cool. Well, so those are our top 6 in white. I don't know.
I think white's pretty strong.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
just going through, like, I had a hard time just picking 3, it was I think white is eating good this set. Like white players out there, I think you guys don't have much to complain about this set.
For sure. On to blue. We're starting this one with kind of a silly one. However, this is a card that I think, I don't know, there's just something about this doggo. So we've got Code Cracker Hound. For 2 and a blue, you get a 2/1 dog. When this creature enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put 1 into your hand and the other into your graveyard. It also has warp, 2 and a blue. So this is one of those unique instances where the warp cost is the same as the full cost. Usually we've been seeing warp cost is like cheaper.
Yes.
However, I think this effect is so interesting. It's like, I mean, it's very simple, but you get to like, it's surveilling 2. You look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 into hand and 1 into graveyard. So that's like pretty decent value for 3 mana. And the fact that you get to do it twice, even though you're spending 3 both times, and one of those times it comes with a 2/1 body, I don't know. It's just this feels like maybe not like a crazy card limited, just because its stat line is 2/1.
Yeah.
So it's not like the most exciting card, but I don't know. I think there's value here, and the art is just this cute little alien dog with like 10
Yeah.
legs and antennas, and he's like eating a robot. Honestly, the art probably just drew me in, but
Yeah. But it's not that bad also.
no, I'm just a big fan of looting style effects, and it's
Also, you got to read the
good,
flavor text.
good doggo. Yeah, even across the edge, a dog is still a dog. Good doggo.
I love that.
Big fan. All right, what's your first blue card, Luke?
My first blue card is the card that I texted Leland about on my honeymoon, being like, "What is this?" Instead of paying attention to my wife,
What is this? How can I get this now?
I secretly looked at all of the preview cards, and this is the one that came out to me. This is the card I am most excited about from
Ooh,
this set,
okay.
which is a legendary creature, jellyfish art advisor, and it's, I don't even know how to pronounce this. It's like Momenon, the right hand. Or just call him Menon, the right hand.
Menon.
Menon. And he shows up in other cards too. I'm obsessed with this guy. This is my new favorite. This is the new like Psy.
This is the new Psy for you.
Like, this is my boy. I of all the creatures in the set, this is the one that spoke to me the most.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's a 3/4 flyer, and he has, you may look at the top card of your library at any time. And it says you may cast artifact spells from the top of your library. And then it says artifacts you control have tap, add 1 blue, spend this mana only to cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand.
Oh man,
I love this guy.
He's so cool.
He's so cool. I want to build him in a commander. I'm
trying to
definitely
think.
throwing him in Psy, but I
So-
want to build him by himself.
What? I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. What mono blue cards are you thinking for that last ability?
Honestly, you may look at the top card of your deck at any time, and you can also cast artifacts from the top of your deck at any time. That sells it for me. I didn't even, dude. I saw flying, I saw cool jellyfish, and I saw those 2 abilities, and I was
Okay.
like, I'm sold. I didn't even think about the last ability, and I will probably never use it.
Oh my god, Luke, I love you.
I will never use
I
that
love you,
fourth
dude.
that third ability. Honestly, I saw that long paragraph and I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay, I can see the top of my card and it's a jellyfish.
This
I'm
is
down.
your favorite card in the set. You were just like, by the end of it, you're like, I don't even care.
Dude, I saw 3 sentences at the bottom and I was like, I'm good. As long as I can look.
Oh my god, I'm dying over here, dude. I love
Also, there's more Menon cards here. There's also like a Simic version of him too.
Is it blue red?
Blue red? Okay. So
I think. Well, yeah. Didn't you've got him on here later?
Do
But
I?
that's later. That's
Oh,
later.
Okay.
Isn't he? I thought he was. Yeah, Menon Uthros Exile.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
But,
we'll get to that later. Spoilers.
Yeah, That's just funny because I love that you're just sold on. Well, I know one of Luke's favorite things is being able to look at the top card of his library.
I love that
Just
shit.
Luke's favorite thing of all
It's
time.
like my favorite mechanic.
Literally does nothing.
I don't know about that.
literally
I just
does-
like knowing what's gonna happen. You know, I Google what happens when I watch movies, so I know what happens at the end.
Oh
I just
my
like spoilers. Okay,
He's a spoiler. He just loves spoilers.
this is spoilers in Magic.
Spoilers.
as a
The
mechanic.
jellyfish. The spoiler jellyfish.
I love them.
But I do. It's just fun. I just love that this is like the. Oh man, I can't wait to I can't wait to do a bunch of like flashback stuff, or I can't wait to I don't know, foretell some stuff. I don't know. Like there's so many.
No, I don't care about
Yeah.
that. I just want to be able to look at the top card of my deck and then also be able to cast artifacts from the top.
All right. Well, here's an artifact. The next card is Cryogen Relic. You can throw this in Menon,
Deal.
the spoiler jellyfish. We've got Cryogen Relic for 1 generic and a blue. You get an artifact that reads, when this artifact enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. And for 1 and a blue, you can sacrifice this artifact, put a stun counter on up to 1 target tapped creature.
It's pretty good.
All I wrote in the notes was blue Ichor Wellspring motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because, my God, Pauper is getting a shakeup. This card is going to shake up a ton of stuff.
Yep.
Probably in, like, maybe even in Legacy. I don't know. I mean, maybe not quite, but people undervalue the classic Ichor Wellspring, especially when so many, like, the best, well, I will say Deadly Dispute did get banned. RIP Deadly Dispute. But there's still a ton of other stuff that cares about sacking, having like an additional cost of sacking an artifact, right? And so I don't know. I have a Rakdos, a red black goblin combo deck in Pauper.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to make it Grixis because of this card. So add blue.
Ooh.
It's going to change things up, and also it's going to. The thing about Mogwarts is you're just playing a bunch of stupid goblins, and goblins is a black-red deck. So adding blue just feels wrong. So maybe I just take this in another direction, but I don't know how you stop this card in Pauper, if I'm being very honest with you. It's just another playset of Ichor Wellspring
I see this
that you can also stun stuff with. It
Yeah.
sacrifices itself to stun your opponent's stuff. Like, this card's just crazy.
Yeah, this is also going to be played probably in like 8-cast.
Well, is anyone playing ACAST anymore?
Dude, stop it. Why would you say that? Dude, what the heck? It hurts, but it's true. It's so cool, though.
Yeah. Cryogen Relic, it's the GOAT of the commons in this set by a lot. So, shout out Cryogen Relic.
I love it. All right, speaking of 8-cast.
Oh my God.
8-cast just got a new friend, baby. Emissary Escort, which is for one colorless and a blue. It's an artifact creature, robot soldier. That's metal.
Mhm.
That's very cool. It says this creature gets plus X plus 0, where X is the greatest mana value amongst the artifacts you control.
Cool.
So
this is a side card for sure.
This is a side card. Definitely a side card. This is definitely it's just a artifact mono blue affinity. Play some big artifacts.
Heck yeah.
Pump this guy up, and he's $2.
This and a Kappa Cannoneer.
Yeah.
Chef's Kiss.
Chef's Kiss. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I think that I think 8-cast is gonna be buffed. Is definitely buffed by this set. Okay.
All right.
I want to see Mangucci out there in the streets playing 8-cast again. Okay.
All right.
He's the one that He's the one that got me into that deck. So.
All right. Well, you gotta send him an email.
I'll
just send him an email, and it just be a picture of Emissary Escort, and just say, you know what to do, Mangucci. I believe in you.
Yeah. This is what you needed. Exactly.
My next card is the Quantum Riddler. It's just a wild looking magic card, man. Like, I don't know what really to say here. So for 3, a blue and a blue, you get a 4/6 Sphinx with flying. When this creature enters, draw a card. As long as you have one or fewer cards in hand, if you would draw one or more of those cards, if you would draw one or more cards, you draw that many cards plus 1 instead. And it also has warp, 1 and a blue. Yeah, there's just so much. I don't know. I don't want to say just like so much value here, but there's just a lot you can do here. Situationally, I mean, having this be ETB draw card and then having a trigger that cares about drawing a card is like, there's so many situations where this is just like ETB draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
On something that you can warp in effectively, like I was saying, evoke / plot, but you like warp this in for 2 mana, draw 2 cards, flicker it, or like on the stack, cast a couple of, like, this feels like there's some like storm potential here. There's also just like, you don't even really have to do too much to make this card have just like a ton of value. This just feels like a grand slam in limited for Edge of Eternities. Like, this card just seems stupid good.
Yeah.
Like, I see this being definitely a pack one, pick one type of card for a lot of reasons. Strong stat line, 4/6 flyer for 5 ETB draw card, like I'm already in. But then you can also warp it in early, draw a couple cards early. Yeah, this is just a really cool card. Also, the secondary art is like the most metal Magic art I've ever seen, period. I just like don't even, I can't even comprehend what's going on in this image. It's like a flying Leviathan with a spaceship skull that's shooting lasers, and it's got like teeth, and there's another like metallic skull flying next to, I don't know. It's like
that album, that Aerosmith album.
Yeah.
The Robot Lady. That's what I see.
Yeah.
Also, this also is like the long. This fits with the long like history of mono blue Sphinx cards being broken.
Yeah, there are a lot of good Sphinxes.
A lot of good mono blue Sphinxes. Add this Sphinx with backwards legs to the mix.
Heck yeah, love it.
All right, my last one.
He's right here. Let me.
You got it? Oh yeah, you did get it. Yep. Wait, did I get it?
No, I got it. It's
just
you got it. I passed it. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let me read it.
Yours.
From
It's
the
all
actual
yours.
card. Thanks, man. I'm gonna put this inside when I get home. Okay, Steel Swarm Operator. So for colorless and blue, it's an artifact creature, robot soldier that has flying, and it says tap it, add 1 blue mana, spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell. Or tap it for 2 blue and spend this mana only to activate activated abilities of artifact sources. Pretty good. This is basically the best mono blue artifact mana dork all around. So before we had Silver Mirror, which is like the artifact creature mana dork.
Mm-hmm.
This is better. This is a better Silver Mirror. And this is, again, another mono blue 8-cast, baddie. Add it to the mix.
Yeah, send this one to Gucci too.
Gucci needs this one. I bet he was having a bad day in Italy. And then I'm going to send him an email full of 8-cast cards.
Just the most random blue artifacts.
I'm not even going to have a title to the email. I'm just going to send it to him.
And just all these blue artifacts and just be like, just make this
You're
happen.
welcome.
Just do something.
You know what to do from here.
All right, so that's blue wrapped up. We're moving on to black with Entropic Battle Cruiser. Spoiler alert. I guess not so much spoiler alert. We've been talking about spacecrafts, but this is the only spacecraft I think I like.
Are you serious?
Yeah, if I'm being honest. Wow. The truth cometh out. I don't think spacecraft cards are very good. I think they're actively bad, actually.
Wow. Okay.
That's my hot take. I just think you're spending a lot of resources because you can only the thing that bugs me the most about this are the words "only as a sorcery." You can only station as a sorcery, which that is such a huge cost for creatures. You're have to sink. You're tapping creatures not to like, because you can crew at instant speed. You can't station at instant speed, which means you like cast creatures that come in. I don't know. It's just such a huge cost having to tap high power creatures, and you have to sink. A lot of these you have to sink, like this one's 8+ power. Some of them are like 12+. If you think about it in that regard, that's so many. And I guess like these are probably just like commander cards. Like these are not seeing. I mean, maybe I'll be proved wrong, but I don't think these are seeing any constructed play in any other format. Maybe I'm wrong. But I just don't see how tapping your creatures down, your blockers down at sorcery speed to get some incidental value. I don't know. I just don't know. But that being said, Entropic Battlecruiser is my favorite of the spacecraft.
Okay.
Wow. So for 3,
this is definitely a commander card.
I think they all are.
Yeah.
I just think they all are, because this is like think of it this way: it's 3 and a black for an artifact that does nothing. You cast this, and let's say you don't have any creatures on board. This is a 4 mana artifact that does literally nothing, Luke. It's just there. And then let's say you have a creature, you have to tap it down to like buff it up. And then it's 1+. So if it's stationed with 1 or more charge counters, it has whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. That's fine. But the reason why I like this one is it's literally just a Spectre. This is Spectre ship. This is Spectre.ship. I love my Spectres. Like I said, Hypnotic Spectre. Like literally all Spectres in Magic the Gathering are sick because you hit your opponent, they have to discard a card. That is peak. That is why Dead Guy Ale is like one of my favorite decks ever.
Yeah.
Because Hypnotic Spectre rules. But in order to get your Hypnotic Spectre, you have to sink 8+ power into this artifact that does nothing otherwise.
Yeah.
But once you get those 8+ charge counters, not only is it whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life, but it's also a flying and death touch 3/10 creature with whenever the spacecraft attacks, each opponent discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. So, and the art's cool. I don't even know what the other art looks. Oh, it's just the extension
It's just
of
bigger.
the original. Art's very cool by Josiah Joe Cameron. But yeah, this is the only spacecraft I was like, all right, it's a vibe check on these things, and most of them did not pass, unfortunately. I'm sorry. The spacecrafts,
fine.
they are cool. I just think that they're almost completely unplayable. But hey, maybe I'll be proven wrong there. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
What do we got next, Luke?
All right, my next one is Cythera the Super Void, which is a for 2 colorless and 2 black. It's a legendary enchantment. It says whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent chooses a creature they control and exiles it. At the beginning of your end step, if a player controls no creatures, sacrifice Cythera, then put a creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield under your control with 2 additional +1/+1s. So basically, you sack your friend's creatures with this thing until there's none left, until someone has none left, and then you get to bring one of those back under the battlefield on your turn that's buffed. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, this card rules.
Okay, all right. Okay,
It's
I was a
also-
little worried there. You were inhaling for a while there. I thought like maybe.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
I thought did I find a good one?
No, dude. I like all the cards you pick, Luke.
Okay.
But this card is good. This card's cool.
Yeah.
Cythera the Super Void, dope card for
Right?
sure. And
Okay.
it's Dominic Mayer, one of my favorite artists, one of my favorite like new artists, and he killed it. This card just looks amazing.
Yeah, the art is incredible.
It's like this is like the type of Magic card where you just look at it and you're like, this card probably rules. Like you look at the art and you're like, this thing is gonna mess
I want this as a playmat.
up. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Also, check out the extended or like the fancy artwork version of this. That artwork is really cool too.
Whoa! They're like 4
Yeah.
different arts.
Yeah, that one.
Whoa, this one's rad.
Guys, is space cool?
Space is rad, dude. Yeah, this one's sick too. The Mateusz Urbanowitz. I totally butchered that, but that's also cool. But yeah, Dominic Mayer is just the GOAT, undefeated.
I
So
do
rad.
think his art is the coolest. But yeah, no, I think this is a great card. I think it's really fun. I think this is definitely a commander focused card. I think this is cool.
Yeah, but it also probably just owns in a limited environment. Yeah, I don't see it seeing like a ton of constructed play elsewhere because it's 4 mana.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably just like commander and limited. But if I open this in limited, I'd be like, yeah, I'm forcing black. I don't care. I literally don't care what I do
Right.
anything else in this game. I just want to cast Cythera the Super Void and just see what happens.
So cool. Yeah.
Very cool card. Next up, we have Hymn of the Faller. This is, I don't want to say it's my favorite card in the set because it's just so like basic AF. But maybe I'm just basic. But Hymn of the Faller for 1 and a black, you get a sorcery that reads Surveil 1. Then you draw a card and you lose a life. So it's like a mini dire sight or whatever that
Yeah.
Doc card that we saw earlier was. However, it also has void. So if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, draw another card. It's literally 2 mana, draw 2. It's a Night's Whisper that allows you to surveil. I don't know, dude.
Seems pretty good.
Seems really good.
And the art.
The art is sick. I know there's like, I think in the bans recently they did mess with the Dimir bounce deck, flicker deck, but void with that too. Throw in a couple Hymn of the Fallers. You're bouncing your Tithing Blade or whatever those cards are, because they're leaving the battlefield, so it triggers void. So it's like, I'll do that, cast a Hymn of the Faller, surveil 1, draw 2. Like,
seems pretty good.
I'm in. And the art is very cool. So shout out Danny Schwartz and this dope little card.
I like it. All right, my next one was I'm gonna say this wrong. I like the guys with the weird names. This is
He also kind of looks like a jellyfish too.
maybe that's my thing, man. I don't know.
Just a jellyfish with difficult names type of guy.
I think so. But yeah, this is actually a commander in mono black that I want to make. And this
Really?
is Xulfit Osteoharmonist.
Cool name.
For 1 colorless and 2 black, he's got a very simple ability, which just says, tap it, return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. It's a skeleton in addition to its other types and has no abilities. Activate only as a sorcery.
All right.
Seems pretty fun. He's just bringing guys back from the dead as skeletons. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty cool.
Okay.
And so in a deck like with this guy, this is like a mono black deck that I actually seriously want to make. And basically I would just be thrown into the bin creatures with because they have no abilities when they come back. So just like,
just high power,
just high power, toughness, baddies. Just
I dig it.
yeah. And also too, I bet this deck would be pretty cheap because a lot of the
yeah, because it doesn't matter what the creature card says.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to be throwing things in the bin anyways through like discard and other ways. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, I wish maybe there is a fling effect in black.
And I would try to I would design this deck in a way where I never cast a creature. Like just raw cast it. I would only bring him out and then just tap him and bring people back.
Yeah, just mono black, self mill reanimator.
Yes.
And you're making a bunch of little skelly boys.
I
dig it.
Finally found a black commander that I want to play.
I love it.
That I want to build.
Dude, you should for all of the creatures that you put into this deck, you should make custom proxies where you just delete their text box completely.
I love that. I'm gonna do that.
Because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Actually,
you Photoshop in like a little skeleton into their art or whatever.
I love that. Oh heck yeah!
Although I guess if I cast reanimate on your Archon of Cruelty or whatever, I probably want to have the text box there. I probably want that to have.
Honestly, I have an Archon of Cruelty. I'm gonna throw in this deck just out of spite, just
Dude,
for fun.
I mean,
wouldn't it be like a 5/5? What is it?
No, it's
Is it bigger than that?
Oh yeah, it's like a 6/6.
Okay.
Or is it even bigger than that? I don't think it's that. It's not that big. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 6/6.
6/6 for 8 flying, but you never hard cast.
I don't.
So you just reanimate this sucker.
I'm gonna take a Sharpie and just write over that box.
Dude, respect. Honestly, respect.
So yeah, guys, I finally found a mono black commander.
I love it. I love that it's one where it just like deletes the text box. On
Don't
the
even
thing
have to
you
think
reanimate.
about it.
Oh, it's so funny. I'm just envisioning like reanimating Atraxa or Archon
Oh, 100%.
or Gristlebrand.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yeah, that it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. They're just skeletons.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. All right, next up, we have my favorite card in the set
Ooh, okay.
in Sunset Saboteur.
Interesting.
This guy, he's kind of he's just unique. He's got some like unique swagger about him in both the art and like what he does. And the flavor text is this. So first of all, this dude's like very smug looking.
Yes.
And he's saying, "Light sick fools, all suns eventually set." So he's got some he's done like a cool little one-liner.
I like that.
And but yeah, Sunset Saboteur is for 1 and a black, you get a 4/1 human rogue with menace, ward, discard a card.
I love that.
However, the drawback is whenever this creature attacks, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and opponent controls.
That's hilarious.
However, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Really.
Oh, definitely not.
It's it's a 4/1 menace ward. So it's evasive. It deals a good amount of damage for 2 mana. And if they're trying to remove this, you're 2 for wanting them inherently because it's got ward, discard a card. So it's this hits the board, it's staying on the board, and it's also sneaking past their army. Because you play this in a black deck, or in my case, I might test this out in my Rakdos deck.
Yeah, why not?
But you're just you're just sneaking in. You're just killing all their creatures. So whenever they go to put a +1/+1 counter on something, it's oh, well, I guess, he killed off all my creatures anyways. So to me, this just reads 2 mana, 4 power that I'm going to hit you with every single turn.
I love that.
And you are going to die. So yeah. And I'm talking particularly for dual commander / Canadian Highlander.
Oh, okay.
Is where I see this guy. I mean, you can maybe see. I think he's going to see any constructed play
definitely not constructed
in non-singleton, but in singleton formats or draft formats, limited formats. This is a fun little number that I think will put in the work. I think people are going to read that final line of text and be like, that's too steep of a cost, but nah, 2 mana, 4 power that is guaranteed to hit your opponent every turn. Pretty good. Pretty strong.
I feel like this is just a well-designed Magic card.
Interesting.
Fits the rogue aesthetic.
Yeah. So shout out Sunset Saboteur.
I love it. All right, my last one here in black was Requiem Monolith, which is for 2 colorless and a black. It's an artifact, and it reads, when you tap it, until end of turn, target creature gains. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you draw that many cards and lose that much life. That creature's controller may have this artifact deal 1 damage to it. Activate only as a sorcery. So first of all, the monoliths, we got a new one. That's pretty cool. I think all the monoliths are very fun, very cool. This one looks awesome as well. There's people walking up the steps to it, which is cool.
What do you mean? You're talking Grim Monolith? What
Yes.
other?
Yeah, so
This
Grim...
is a pretty unique. I don't think we've seen.
No, but if you look up monoliths, there's also the basalt monolith.
Yeah,
Darksteel monolith.
Yeah.
I like to think that they're all connected.
Okay, I dig it.
But this is cool. This is just I see this as a way to draw a lot of cards in black. Also, I like that you can just spitefully deal 1 damage as well. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a cool card. And yeah, I'm excited to put this in my Zulu Fit Osteo Harmonis deck.
All right, on to red. We're starting with Nova Hellkite. So for 3, a red and a red, you get a 4/5 dragon with flying and haste. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to target creature and opponent controls. It also has warp, 2, and a red. So, yeah, I mean, this is just it's just a cool dragon. I don't know what else to say besides this being hey, 3 mana. You get a 4/5 flyer with haste. So that's basically
good.
Hey, 3 mana, 4 damage to your face. Also ETB, I kill your Llanowar elves. So it's boom.
Pretty
just
good.
Roundhouse kick them to the face on turn 2, turn 3. And then you can do it again later for 5 mana, and then the dragon sticks around.
I think it's cool.
And both arts are very compelling. I think the one by the main M15
Yeah,
border
like the
one
main
by
one.
Raymond Swanland is very cool. And then the borderless one's just like metal trippy by Micah Huygen.
I
Very
like it.
cool. So yeah, nothing much else to say. It's just kind of a lean and clean and mean red dragon.
I like it.
Seems pretty cool.
I like it. Hey, who decided that space was like trippy drugs?
I
Who
think
made the decision?
I think the 90s did.
The 90s did? Okay. All right.
Or was it
Was that like acid?
yeah.
People on acid?
Yeah. I
To,
think
like,
we can
the
also
Beatles?
blame like George Orwell.
Yeah.
We can blame was it Vonnegut?
Vonnegut? Yeah.
We can blame a lot of those guys.
They were on drugs.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of drugs, my first card here is weapons manufacturing,
Mhm.
which is an enchantment, and that says whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named munitions with. When this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. That seems pretty good, especially in a Boros, hypothetically in a Boros artifact deck. This could go pretty hard. Every time you play an artifact creature, you get a munitions token. You can sacrifice those, those tokens, and then shoot your friends for 2 damage. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I dig it. This is the type of card that I love. I mean, a cheap enchantment that has like a really wonky, unique effect. This is cool.
Like this is perfect in Zabaz because he can
Mhm.
sack any artifact freely. He's just 1 red. So
right.
this is great in a deck like Zabaz. Probably not good in anything else. But so I saw this and I was pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fair amount of red cards that care about like sacking artifacts. I mean, even like all the welders, all the like effectively red tinkers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff where sacking artifacts is very very relevant. So
Okay. Yeah.
this seems like a cool, fun little number, and yeah, definitely a Zabaz card. I can see that for sure.
Definitely is a Baz card. Yeah.
My next card is Pain for All, another enchantment. This one an aura. So for 3 red, you get an enchantment aura. Enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, enchanted creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. Whenever enchanted creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to each opponent. I'm just realizing like what this card actually does because yeah, I had to pick a 3rd card for red. But this card's cool as heck. Actually, it's basically just like a fling, but you get to keep the creature.
That's fun.
And then it also is just like, I don't know, you put this on a stuffy doll. That's it. I don't know.
You know, guys, we were pulling at straws for red, okay? There's not a lot going on here.
I actually do really like this card, though, for Commander. This feels like the first. Of all the cards I've talked about, this is probably like the one like Commander card that I've kind of cared about. So, shout out to my Fumiko Mono Red Samurai Fortress deck.
Yeah, this card's coming for it.
Probably might have to pick this up just for that. So that's
it.
it. Pain for All. Oh, and the actually the flavor text is why I picked this ultimately. The agony that consumed him also gave him clarity of purpose.
Okay.
I think that's just like a very poignant statement.
I like it.
Anyways.
I like it. I think the flavor text is better than the rest of the card.
Oh, well, sorry I picked this card then.
Nope.
Anyways, moving on. Go ahead, Luke.
Well, I have an equally bad card. So I have you're saying you don't like the spacecraft set, like cards?
I don't.
I found this is the one I like. This is the one I like. It's called Warmaker Gunship, which says when the spacecraft enters, it deals damage equal to the number of artifacts you control to a target creature an opponent controls. That's pretty good, especially in like hypothetically Zabaz, which goes wide and has a lot of artifacts. So that could work for that. And then for you pump it up, you station it 6 times, and it has flying, and it's a 4/3. So is this good? Not really.
You know what? The best thing about this card that it has going for it is that The art was done by Julian Kok-Jun-wen, who's one of my favorite artists.
There you go. Also, this artwork looks like the ship in it looks like a knockoff Clone Wars ship.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know, when the clones are hopping out of there, and then Yoda is like, "Go around the perimeter."
Yeah.
that's what's going on in the art in this card.
And they're raiding Kashyyyk. It's like evil Yoda, and he's actually, instead of befriending the Wookiees, he's attacking them with his robot army.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's
Sweet.
what's going on. But yeah, so that's my second one.
All right, on to okay. This is actually like a good Magic card.
Okay.
I know we were like joking about dunking on red and all that, but Rust Harvester, this is a real Magic card.
Yeah, it is.
So for 1 red, you get a 1/1 artifact creature robot with menace. And for 2 mana, you can tap it to exile an artifact card from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, and it deals damage equal to its power to any target. This is just fun. This is
That's pretty good.
seems like good.
Yeah, and you can get it out turn
Seems
1.
like good.
Turn 2, you
what
can
a-
smack some people with it.
What an astute observation of mine. Just looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a sucker for stuff like what's the is it Treasure Hound? What's the one in there's one in, or is it Gold Hound? I'm just gonna look up Hound. But New Capenna. I just like 1-drop red artifact creatures. I don't know how to explain it or why.
Okay, I can get behind it. I like
Where
Zabaz
is it?
too.
Where is he? The treasure dog. Is Goldhound.
I like that.
I just love this. This is just a vibe. This guy's just such a vibe. 1 mana, 1/1 artifact creature, treasure dog, first strike, menace, sack a data color. Man of any color.
I like it.
So I'm just gonna play a deck with both these cards in it and just be happy with life.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Sack your Goldhound to cast your Rust Harvester. Exile your Goldhound with your Rust Harvester.
Yeah,
Boom.
I like
It's
it.
a match made in heaven.
I like it. Synergy.
Synergy, baby. All right, Luke, what's our last red card so we can move on to green?
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, I was pulling at straws here, but hear me out. My third favorite red card was Plasma Bolt, which is a 1-drop red sorcery that reads, Plasma Bolt deals 2 damage to any target. And this is void. Plasma Bolt deals 3 damage instead if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. So here's why I have it on the list.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, if you think about it, it's kind of flavorful. And here's why.
Okay.
So like Plasma Bolt, you shoot them normally. You're a little battleship and you're fighting another battleship. Or sorry, spacecraft. 2 spacecrafts are fighting each other. You're shooting Plasma Bolt at each other. It only does 2 damage.
Mm.
But if you come from the void and you void in and you pop back in and then you shoot, it'll do more damage.
I like that, actually.
That's my flavor.
You warp in.
You warp in from the void and you do more damage.
Yeah.
It's a story if you think about it
I love that.
in gameplay mechanics.
Yeah. And yeah, also, this is just extremely good magic card.
There you go.
One red, deal 3 damage to any target.
It's pretty good.
Count me in. I'm in. I'm there.
Pretty good. All right, what do you got for your last one?
Well, that was the last one.
That was the last one. Okay.
That was the last one.
There you go.
So that's red. On to green.
That's red.
We're
Thank
getting.
God we're out of red.
I know. To be clear, it's like 10 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. We're pushing through. We're pushing through.
Pushing through, baby.
But thank God we've got Ice Till Explorer here to bring the vibes back up.
I know.
Give us the energy.
Speak
we
a
need.
language I understand, which is green.
And also, this is like, I should have picked this card up when it was like $5 on TCG Player, but here we are. It's already up to 20. I know that I just said that Sunset Saboteur was my favorite card in the set. I think it just might be Ice Still Explorer.
Yes.
It's very, like, it just scratches all my itches. This isn't a very, like, sexy magic card. It's just, like, it just does all the things you want a green card to do.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
So for 2 green and a green, you get a 2/4 Insect Scout that has, you may play an additional land on each of your turns. You may play lands from your graveyard. It also has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, mill a card. This is just a wild magic card. I don't know what else to say. It literally just, hey, you play lands in your green deck? Oh, you do? Play this card.
Yeah.
This card's nuts.
You could throw this card in any deck and it would be good. Any green deck and it would be fine.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, so I've got a Titania deck, which is literally all about lands and lands in your graveyard. So this is like the Titania card of all time. But yeah, hey, do you play fetch lands at all? You do? Sweet, dude. Just play this card.
Yeah, right.
My notes are Crucible plus Exploration plus Self-Mill equals good card. So a lot to love about Ice Till Explorer.
It's a perfect green card. All right, my first one here is really expensive, and it makes me sad because I want it really badly. But it's Ouroboros, which is for 2 colorless and 2 green. It's a plant worm. You know me, guys. Listeners of the show, you know I love me some worm cards.
Why are worms getting good again?
I know, I love it, dude. I know we've gotten so many good worms this year.
There was just a worm in was it Duskmorn?
No, it was in the what do you call it? Oh, there was a Foundations worm that was really good. Yeah.
Quilled Great Worm. That's right. Oh yeah, and then Balustrade Worm. This is the one in Duskmorn that I was thinking of.
And both of those are in my Baru deck.
Yeah, I think I got you. I opened this printing.
Dude, that's so cool.
And I gave it to you. So I can say that I've contributed to the worm army.
I love it. Yeah. But yeah, Ouroboros. Ouroboros.
Sorry, God.
But yeah, Ouroboros. It's a worm. And it's for 2 colorless and 2 greens. It's a plant worm, and it says at the beginning of your combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the creature's power. And that's just exponential +1/+1s on a worm.
Dang.
It's pretty good.
Gosh dang.
And the artwork is cool too. I love that it's like a worm that's just it's just going into space and then coming back down onto Earth. It's just very cool.
Yeah, love this card. I would love this for my fellow Thar deck.
Too bad it's $20, $17.
I'll just open a bunch of packs until I open it. That's how that works, right?
I think that's how Magic wants you to think that works.
Sweet. All right, next up. Meltstrider's Resolve. For 1 green, you get an enchantment aura. Enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, enchanted creature fights up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 and can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. So this, if you're playing Enchantress, just play this card. It's plain and simple. This is like one of the best Enchantress removal spells, especially if you've, in my case, I've got a Wilson, Selesnya, Enchantress deck for Commander. And so it's, if you're playing Voltron, this is just, hey, I get to make Wilson, give him some evasion and have him kill something all for 1 mana, while also triggering all my enchantresses. So it's like a cantrip that is a removal that also gives evasion. It just does a lot for 1 mana. So
yeah, you should definitely put this in your Wilson deck.
Oh yeah, it's going in. It's going in for sure. So yeah, Meltstrider's Resolve, very cool if you like Enchantress.
And for a price of 23 cents, you're basically losing money by not buying this.
That's, you know what, Luke? You're so right.
That's some girl math right there.
I love it.
All right. My next one is actually, okay, I thought the spacecraft was pretty good.
I didn't.
Okay. All right. Let's let the people decide here.
Sorry.
For 2 colorless and a green, it's spacecraft, and it has station +7, flying, And it says, whenever the spacecraft attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. So it's basically a monster manual attached to a creature that triggers when you attack.
I like it. I like it.
Wait, what's bad about it? That you have to station 7?
Well, yeah, it's a 3-mana artifact that does literally nothing until you tap one of your big baddies. I mean, green is kind of the exception.
Okay.
Because for commander, again, these are commander cards.
No, but I'm talking commander. I'm a commander player.
Yeah, from a commander perspective, still just for 3 mana, are you playing this 3-mana artifact that like probably doesn't do anything? Or are you just going to play like an Elvish Piper, which is like basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Except you don't have to worry about tapping all your big threats and blockers at sorcery speed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I get you.
that's like you look. I guess for me, when I'm looking at these spacecrafts, it's like, hey, here's a card that does something that another card already does efficiently. Except in order for this one to do its thing, you have to tap down all your big threats.
Yeah. Okay, I see that.
And for this, basically, this is, hey, tap down your big blocker / threat. And also, this still does absolutely nothing until it can attack your next turn. 3-mana artifact does nothing, has to survive a turn cycle.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Get you.
Not to like, again, not to like, I get why you like this card. It is cool. The art is sick. Leon Tucker, shout out Leon Tucker. He kills it all the time.
Very cool.
I just wish these were like again, station. If station you could station at instant speed, I'd be happy. But then they'd be kind of like vehicles. They'd be like vehicles with charge counters, I guess. I don't know. It's just the at sorcery speed that really just makes these feel bad in most situations. Because you know what else is at sorcery speed? Your Elvish Pipers. And you don't have to have this weird other investment from tap. You don't have when you cast an Elvish Piper, you don't also have to tap your
biggest guy.
You don't have to tap your whatever 8-power creature that you want to be, your 8-power worm that you want to be attacking with. When you cast your monster manual, you don't have to be tapping down your biggest baddest worm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I get you. I think the only benefit about this is that it costs 33 cents, and a monster manual is like $5.
Monster manual is only like $1. Elvish Piper is probably like 30 cents. I get your point though. This is like it's like the fun new little monster manual tech. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe monster manual that's $3. So we'll split the difference. Yeah. But I know what you mean. I just want to point to while we're discussing the set and discussing these cards, I want to point to like, I guess, why I'm taking issue with I think spacecraft could be really cool, and it's being held back by sorcery speed. Yeah. Not that everything, like, there are some instances about sorcery. There's some times when at sorcery speed is totally fair when applied to the call, to like an activated ability of a creature or what have you. Like, that's not everything has to be at instant speed. This is just such a huge cost in tapping down your big creature. So,
no, I get you.
Yeah.
All right, what you got next?
On to Frenzied Baloth. So this is for a green and a green. For 2 mana, you get a 3/2 beast. This spell can't be countered. Trample, haste. Oh, by the way, other creature spells you control can't be countered. And combat damage can't be prevented.
So good.
It's just so cool.
Just so cool. So good.
You look at this card, just the art, just everything about this card, just like, this is Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
Friends, in the year of 2020.
And it's not a legendary, thank God.
Yeah, it's just have an army of these Baloths and
so cool.
Pump them up, and who cares? I just want to attack people with these things.
Right? Also, I feel like this is going to be good in every format.
Yeah, it's just a clean, mean little Edge of Eternities machine.
I love it. It's a great card.
We should give this guy station too. Why not?
Honestly, yeah. Screw it. Give him station. Put him in a ship.
Put him in a little station. Station him up with Baloths.
Put his ass in space.
So there's not. It's we don't have to sit here and analyze the Baloth. It's got a bunch of powerful effects on it.
Yeah.
Pretty good card.
Yeah.
All right, let's Luke take it home with green. This is an awesome card, by the way.
Yep. This is my last one. Is use social engineering, which for 3 colorless and 2 green, it's an enchantment that has landfall. When a land you control enters, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token, and you can warp it for 1 and a green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like this is a landfall staple now.
It's a cool one.
2/2 colorless robot artifact. Also, it's kind of fun and flavorful. Every time you play a land, you get your robot army grows. Like I think it's an awesome card. Also, yeah, you can warp it into. That's another thing too. So if you have if you're playing a landfall deck, and you know that you're about to pop off and have play a bunch of lands in one turn, might as well warp this thing at the beginning and get a bunch of robots on your board, and then play it again later.
Heck yeah. Yeah, the art's really cool for this too. I feel like we've been saying that for every single card, but again, the art direction of the set just rules.
I know. It's just the art. No, agreed.
Heck yeah. All right, well, that rounds off green. Let's jump into our gold cards here. Here is my first one, which is Xenomorph Imago. For a green and a blue, you get a 1/3 insect druid with flying. Also has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, target creature has base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn. If you control 6 or more lands, that creature has base power and toughness 6/6 until end of turn instead.
That smells like some Simic shenanigans to me.
Yeah, this is it's funny. I put in the show notes that this is the only cool Simic lands card ever printed.
Wow. Okay. That's wild.
And this is coming from someone who loves Uro and loves, some.
Yeah.
I've got the what's his name? AC Precon.
Yeah.
The guy who's like, it's like a big Leviathan that whenever you play a land, you draw a card type thing. Like I just Simic irks me. Okay, just let me have this. This is like, but this guy here, this Xenomorph Imago, so unique, and it's basically just like 2 mana for a 6/6 with flying. Like, what are we doing here? This is sweet.
It's very cool.
Yeah, I mean, early on, even it's just like a 1/3 in the air for 2. It's like, it's chilling. Next turn, it's a 3/3 in the air. We're chilling. We're big chilling with the Xenomorph Imago. This card's it's cool. It's a cool card. The alternate art is awesome as well.
Yeah.
Funny note about this art is it has the legendary border around the text at the top, and it isn't a legendary creature.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun little. Someone's gonna get in trouble for that.
Print error.
Retro.
Oh yeah, here, look, it's got a Legendary Crown misprint. This version of Xenomorph Imago was printed with the Legendary Crown treatment, despite not being a legendary card.
Interesting. Maybe it was a legendary at one point, and then they're like, make it basic.
Yeah, let's make it good.
We want 4 of them.
Let's make it playable.
Yeah.
Yeah, this card's sweet. All right, what's your first one?
My first one is an actual legendary creature, which is
snap.
Reghost Deft Gastronaut.
Let's go.
The internet is buzzing about this card. People like this one because he's a lobster citizen. You gotta love that. And he's Boros, and he has artifacts you control are food in addition to their other types, and have, 2 tap it, sacrifice the artifact, gain 3 life. And then also he's got an ability for 1, and you tap him, you can sacrifice a food, and he deals 3 damage to each opponent. And then at the beginning of each end step, if you gained life this turn, untap him. So he is just basically making food that makes you sick. And then when everybody eats that food, they die.
Oh my god.
No, they take 3 damage, sorry. In real life.
IRL.
But
Yeah, so I built this deck the second he was revealed, by the way.
I love that. Let's go.
I still have to make 10 cuts apparently, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to put this in paper, but he's so cool.
He's so
Just
cool.
Look at him.
I love him. I was going to make this in paper,
Lobster.
and then I realize I have other things I need to buy in life, so I didn't.
Yeah.
So I didn't make them.
I know. It's like, do I take apart my Astor, Boros equipment deck and put together a ghost? It's like, I could.
But I could also,
But I also got other stuff.
yeah.
I got other Magic cards and other Magic projects that I can be working on. So
This
eventually.
This card is on the borderline of like, that's really cool and awesome and fun, but am I now gonna drop $100 on this? No.
Yeah.
Like not there quite, but it's still
got,
cool.
You've got a couple. You've got Brian Stoutarm too. You've got a couple Boris
I got
decks
enough
already.
Boros.
This is like food flinging. It's it's kind of up the alley of. You could honestly
I could
get
probably
artifacts
turn.
control. There's
No,
got to be a way
'cause-
of doing this. No, there's not really a way of doing this. He's his own deck for sure.
Honestly, I could probably throw this in Zabaz and be fine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Probably.
yeah.
Why
But-
not?
I mean, Zabaz is already pretty full.
Yeah,
so.
he's full, and this is just taking up one of your artifact creature slots. So,
Yeah, exactly.
anyways, yeah, Reghost is cool, and maybe one day we'll see him in paper. All right, my next card is Pinnacle Emissary. For 1, a blue and a red, you get a 3/3 artifact creature robot. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying, and this token can only block creatures with flying. It also has warp for a hybrid. Is it Pip? So for a blue or a red. For 1, either blue or red, you get to warp this in. I think this card is bonkers.
Yes. I wanted to put it on this list.
This
too.
card is going to be so slept on, I think, in certain formats. I think, again, looking at like Dual Commander, Canadian Highlander, this is a slam dunk in any artifact deck, period. However, honestly, even just in, and I guess I don't play enough of vintage to really know, but I just feel like any sort of vintage Storm deck, you're just like, if something goes wrong, you end up with just like probably 10 power on the board, and like or if between 8 to 10 power on board from like casting all your Moxen and doing all this stuff
Yeah.
for just one warp this in whenever you're about to storm off, and just go nuts. And if you don't get to your storm payoff, well, it doesn't matter because your Pinnacle Emissary was already cranking out all these 1/1s in the air that are just going to kill your opponent in the next few turns. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not quite at the power level. A lot of storm decks, you just want to go all in. And this is a little bit of a distraction. It's taking away a slot from something that's probably got more use case scenarios. But I just like this as like a kind of storm alternative
Yeah.
in 1v1 constructed format. So yeah, Pinnacle Emissary, super dope card.
And again, it's got warp, so
Warp it in.
warp it in, and then play it again later.
It's warping time.
Warping time, yeah. All right, my next.
Sorry. Anyways.
Any hizzle. All right. My next color, multicolor card was Servon Dam Sunstar Exemplar. So for Orzhov, he's a legendary creature, human knight, that has vigilance and menace. And it says whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile, put a +1/+1 counter on him and you gain 1 life. And then it says whenever it dies or is put into exile while its power is 4 or greater, destroy up to 1 target non-land creature. This feels very Orzhov to me.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
when something dies, you buff him up and gain life, and then when he dies, you get to destroy something. That's
Boom.
there you go. That's also, I'm kind of surprised that this didn't exist already.
Like it does in like
Well,
a lot of
Okay.
capacity.
Okay.
I mean, it does. It's a few different Orzhov. It's definitely just like an Orzhov. That's the thing about Orzhov Legendaries is it's like we're gonna gain life.
Bust,
We're gonna-
buff. Then
We're
kill
gonna
things.
do because there's the one I initially thought of was Bartolome. The unique thing about Servandum is if this dies, so you can use this. Not only is this like a thing that benefits from your aristocrats package, but you can also throw this into your sack outlet and
Yeah.
destroy something later in the game. But I was thinking Bartolome del Presidio, sack an artifact. So this is like the engine. You'd probably have Bartolome, something else. But you can sack another creature to put a +1/+1 counter on Bartolome. It's also like, the carrion feeder style thing. Get your grave crawlers going. Just like build an engine around.
Yeah.
Even
Karlov.
Classic, or Karlov in there. It's a classic Orzhov engine, which is why it's like I see this card and I get all like, ooh, I'm definitely gonna put this in my Falthus Alharu deck, and then I'm just like, oh wait, that's right. This is how I feel every time I see an Orzhov card, and it's just like, and then I go look at that deck list and it's like, oh yeah, this is all literally half this deck is legendary creatures that do Orzhov aristocrats, and it's like, like
yeah.
I don't know. But this one in particular is very cool for 2 mana.
Yeah, for 2 mana.
So this one genuinely might have to go in my Orzhov Kratz deck for sure.
Yeah, do it. All right, what's your next one?
All right. My final gold card that I love and truly love is Singularity Rupture. For 3, a blue, a black, and a black. So this is a 6 mana sorcery. Destroy all creatures, then any number of target players, each mill half their library, rounded down.
Oh my gosh, okay.
In particular, I've got an Atris Gyruda deck, which every card in that deck, because of Gyruda, has to be even mana cost. Like this, 6 mana, is literally does everything I want it to do in that deck. So it's like, this will be the maybe second. I think I'm running Damnation in that deck, but this will probably be this is definitely going to be the second Wrath, just because of that mill. Everyone mill half your stuff. I'll just reanimate a bunch of your stuff.
I love it.
So yeah, this card is super fun and a no-brainer for my Atris Gyruda mill deck.
I kind of love these big mana sorcery Wraths with fun stuff added to them.
Oh, yeah,
I love these. I don't get mad when these get played.
Nope, because stuff is going down.
I like it. It's fun.
That's why the ultimatums are always like, whenever you see an ultimatum cast, everyone like leans in to the table and like, oh, which ultimatum is this? Because someone's getting messed up by this card.
I love it. I'm here for it. I love it.
So, all right, what is the final gold card we're going to talk about here?
Final one comes as it was hinted at earlier, but Nemnon Earthros Exile. My boy is back, the Jellyfish Advisor we all know and love. For 1 colorless and then a blue and a red. He's got flying, and it says whenever an artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature. He's a 1/3. Super simple, super cheap, quick and dirty, really good.
Quick and dirty, very
good. Buff up your creatures every time you play an artifact, and he's got flying, and he looks cool.
Yeah, I love these. Is it style kind of, what is it, Sprite Dragon?
Yes.
What I'm thinking of these types of cards where it's like, hey, if something happens, like put a +1/+1 counter on this, because it's not quite prowess. We see a lot of prowess is it cards, but I love is it cards. Yeah, Sprite Dragon. It's a 2 mana 1/1 flying haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Sprite Dragon. So it's like this type of effect.
Yeah, and Sprite Dragon he's like the popular is it Pauper commander, but I think this guy's gonna take over.
Yeah, because the unique thing about Mimenon, Eminem non Uthros Exile is that it's target creature. You don't have to put him on Menon.
It can be on anybody.
So I like this just kind of being that kind of like a mid-rangey is it Flyers deck to where you cast Menon earlier in the game. And then just like have a bunch of stuff that makes a bunch of artifact tokens and just stack up them counters.
Yeah.
Seems very, very, very fun.
No, yeah, and again, I think this is going to take over in Pauper Commander, but also I think this would be good in normal Commander too. I love this card, and I love this guy.
Yeah,
Put,
you're
put
just
him in every set.
it's a jellyfish boy.
Give
He's
him the
Luke-
spark.
Luke's jellyfish
I love him.
lover.
I love this guy.
I love it. All right, on to our last section. We made it. Thank you for sticking around. This has been quite the journey we've been on, Luke.
Yes,
Honestly.
it has been. Yes, it has been. But that's all right.
I can see why a lot of people, they split their set review into like multiple parts.
Hey, listen, this is our
And we're
first
just
set review. This is our
cranking
first
through.
one. We're learning.
Yeah. Also, it's like 10 p.m.
It is 10 p.m. Yeah.
So we're learning. This is the first test run. I kind of like the set review being all in one thing anyways.
I do too. But I think next time we got to
So-
do this on like a Sunday at like start at 11 and end at 5.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're
But
learning. You know what?
We're almost
learning.
there. We're almost there. But we're going to go out with a bang here because the colorless and land section,
Yeah. Crazy.
there's some things going down over here. All right, so first of all, I'm going to start us off with Tezzeret, Cruel Captain, a.k.a. the chase card of this set, a.k.a. who in God's name made this card and was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is okay.
This card feels like to me, Wizards was like, hey, this is our first foray into space. Let's make people remember it.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And for what didn't they just do an Ugin in Tarkir Dragonstorm? Like, what's with all these colorless planeswalkers that are just like, yeah, let's just like print a planeswalker that just wins them the game into the set? I don't
Yep.
know. We need some
For
sort of
$3.
moneymaker, I guess.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
All right, so this is a reader, and we're just going to get through it together. So Tezzeret, Cruel Captain, is a 3-mana planeswalker that starts with 4 loyalty. He's a legendary planeswalker. Naturally, he's a Tezzeret planeswalker type. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on Tezzeret.
So
First
good.
line of text.
Okay.
What the hell's going on here?
Yep.
Already just
Already
cracked.
bad.
Doesn't matter what what else this guy does. He's just going to always have. He basically has infinite loyalty. So his first loyalty ability for 0, untap target artifact or creature. If it's an artifact creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Seems good.
Incredible.
-3. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle.
Very good.
Seems great. And then for his ultimate, -7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on target artifact you control. If it's not a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot artifact creature. Yeah, I don't even know where to start.
You could ult this turn 1.
Oh yeah.
Your first turn of playing him.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
There's
Yep.
it's not hard.
It is really not that hard at all to ult him
That's
immediately
a very good emblem.
with some loyalty to spare. So you can ult him, build you will already probably have a whole army of creature tokens, however you want to do it. Ult him, you get an additional 3/3 robot artifact creature into the mix. Tezzeret maybe has 1 or 2 loyalty chilling out left over. This guy's just never going away. So it's okay, so my notes read, for a 0 ability, untap a Welder, a Time Vault, a Grim Monolith, a Karnstruct. Who cares? Just untap whatever the hell you want, honestly.
Yeah.
-3, Tutor Moxen, Black Lotus, a Spell Bomb, a Zurin Orb, a Ghost Vacuum. Who cares? Just find whatever the hell you want. -7, turn everything into a 3/3. Who cares? Now just kill your opponent. That is the long and short of Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. Just, you can roll the dice, just pick one of these, and you'll win the game with whatever ability you end up picking.
And you can do all this really early.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is not like a late game planeswalker that wins the game. You could do this right away.
Right. In that regard, he's the opposite of the Ugin we just saw, which was a 7
Ugin
or
was-
8 mana or something ridiculous.
It was pretty high.
But that was also a card where you just ramp into him, cast him, and win.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the opposite end of the spectrum, the kind of low to the ground explosive artifact decks, which, hey, turns out most artifact decks are.
Yeah.
Yeah, this card's nuts and just does everything you'd want a Tezzeret planeswalker to do. So,
Yeah.
Play this card for sure.
100%. 100%. All right, my first colorless and or lands card is Avendo Waking Haven, which is a land planet that it enters tapped, and you can tap it for a green, but then also it has a station 12, and when you station it for 12, it basically becomes a Gaia's Cradle. And after we've talked, I can see why this might be kind of bad.
Yeah. Well, I don't think so.
But it's a land, though, so I'm thinking that, like...
The cost of inclusion of this is definitely less. Because, hey, this is just a tapped land that taps for green every other turn. This is a land that still, like, does its job.
Yeah.
Like, all the other spacecraft are literally just like, hey, this is a 5-mana artifact that probably just, like, won't do anything for a couple turns.
Yeah, at least it'll give you...
Not only will this artifact not do anything, but it also just taps down your creatures. You're playing 5 mana for an artifact that you tap down your creatures for. That's what you're kind of doing with.
But hey, when it grows up, it'll be cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I want to play around with the spacecraft. I know I kind of, crapped on them a little bit, but maybe I just need to play with a couple of them, get a feel for them. But I think Avendo this is like genuinely a good card.
Okay.
It's like I said, low cost of inclusion, and it's something where I think you can get. Again, once you've developed a board state, tapping down a couple lands per turn, eventually you'll turn this thing into a pseudo Gaia's Cradle. Again, it isn't quite though. You're still tapping a green. You tap a green to tap this to make green. Like just make this Gaia's Cradle text. Honestly, I don't know. It's very good. It's very good for your green decks. I wouldn't play this in anything but mono green, and only in Commander. So
yeah, that's who it's made for.
If you're playing in any other format, just play Gaia's Cradle. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gaia's Cradle on a budget for sure. I think you nailed it there. And if you're playing mono green in Commander, this is it's a great card.
Yeah, agreed.
Cool.
Agreed. All right, what you got next?
All right, next up, I've got the Dominion Bracelet. I like how you've just got this, like, hey, nice little land here. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a deviant Magic card. Like, Gaia's Cradle is not an OK Magic card.
Yeah.
So, but I like how I've got these, like, kind of cringy, colorless cards. And you're just like, nice little...
it's a fun little station land. Yeah.
The Dominion Bracelet is just straight up Mindslaver for 3 mana. Which if you don't know what Mindslaver is, it's just you sack it and then you control an opponent during their turn. Except Mindslaver costs like 10 mana or something stupid. You can do Dominion Bracelet for like 3 mana total. So the Dominion Bracelet is for 2 mana. You get a legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has for 15 mana. So it is extremely high cost.
Very high, very high.
But in a Voltron deck, you'll get this, and I'll explain why right now. So, for 15 mana, exile the Dominion Bracelet. You control a target opponent during their next turn. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is this creature's power. Activate only as a sorcery. And it has Equip 1. So basically, you play this in a Voltron equipment deck, which is honestly most equipment decks anyways.
Yeah.
And if you play this at the right time, it's 2 mana, equip for 1, so there's your 3 mana. And if you play this late enough, you're equipping this to your Voltron creature, that's like a 30/30. You just immediately exile this. So this is 3 mana, control your opponent during their next turn. And that's basically just means if you've gotten to a certain point in a Commander game, this basically just reads win the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, but that being said, this is super, super, super niche. Only goes into like Voltron equipment Commander decks. But I will absolutely be trying this because this is hilarious. Such a hilarious effect for that deck. So, bad. It's like, okay, I don't want to say it's a bad card because Mindslavering someone's for 3 is extremely powerful.
Yeah, it seems pretty
but
good.
But it's very goofy. It's a very goofy card. Definitely a Commander card.
That's one of those cards where if you can pull it off, everybody will be like, wait a second, what'd you just do?
Yep. So this is this is the card for Commander. Also,
what is this art?
the anime art is just wild. So this is the printing I will get.
Okay.
Get the anime Dominion bracelet and flex on and control people during their turns.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
All right, what you got next, Luke?
All right, my next one is this is kind of like the face of spacecrafts in this set, but it's Dawnsire Sunstar Dreadnought, which for 5 mana, it's a legendary artifact spacecraft that has station. It says whenever you attack, Dawnshire deals 100 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker, and then plus 20, it becomes a 20/20 with flying. But honestly, I wouldn't even make this a flying 20/20. I would just have it be an artifact that says every time you attack, it deals 100 damage to something.
It's pretty funny.
That's pretty cool. So, like, thematically, you got this battlefield, and you just got your dreadnought in the sky, and it just shoots down every time you attack.
Blasting dudes.
Because, I mean, like 100 damage, I mean, that's basically you just kill a creature.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think that's a very fun, flavorful way to do a spacecraft. So
yeah, it looks cool.
And it looks cool.
It's a very well-designed looking spacecraft. So
I like it.
Shout out Jamie Jones.
Shout out. All right, let's see your last one.
Cool. All right. My last one is a card with station on it.
Dude, let's go.
Oh, my God.
Let's go.
So I picked the white land. Adagia Windswept Bastion. It's a land planet, enters tapped, taps for white, has station, and its station ability is when you have 12 or more charge counters on it. For 3 and a white, you can tap to create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary. Activate only as a sorcery. Very unique ability.
Yeah.
I have not seen any things that create tokens that make the tokens legendary. So you can you create a token of your.
What would be the benefit of that?
Well, it places like a pseudo limit, and there are some cases where there are legendary matters decks, like commander decks.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure last year there was like a standard Legends Matter deck, which is kind of weird.
That is weird.
It was like a legendary matter zoo, meaning you just, obviously with legendaries you kind of naturally run one-offs.
Yeah.
Or sometimes 2 of copies. But yeah, a weird legendary zoo deck where you have cards that care about the amount of legendaries you have or give your legendary creatures ward or stuff like that. But I think this is just kind of a unique way of creating tokens, and yet it slightly limits the amount of those types of tokens you can create. But I just have never seen that effect of hey, make a token, and then that token, even if it isn't legendary, or the thing you're making a token, if that isn't legendary, the token you create is legendary. You don't see that.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
So
that's really interesting.
Yeah, that alone is makes me curious about this card.
Yeah, what do you guys got cooking over there? What's going on?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What you got cooking, Wizards?
We'll see what happens with Adagia, Windswept Bastion.
I like it.
All right, last card in our set review. Thank you all for joining us on this long journey, but we made it to the end. And Luke is gonna send us off here.
All right, I'm gonna send us off with one more card. Everybody and their mom was texting this card to me.
Oh yeah,
they were very excited when they saw this. They thought of me when they saw it, and it is Thrumming Hive Pool. So for $6, it's an artifact that reads Affinity for Slivers. Meaning
there it is.
This spell costs 1 less to cast for each sliver you control. So you can get this thing out for free.
Dang.
And then it says slivers you control have double strike and haste. Very good. Even that alone would be good.
That alone would be great.
But wait, there's more. My friends, there's more. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 2 +1/+1 colorless sliver creature tokens.
Oh my god.
And the pack I opened had a sliver token in it.
There you go.
This is my chase card of the whole set. This is what I want. Too bad it's $10. So I'm going to either have to sell a kidney for this or
we'll sell some stuff at Mana Vault when we go there.
Yeah, we'll sell some stuff at Mana Vault. And I'll pick myself up a Thrumming Hive pool because this needs to be in my Slivers deck.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and here's the flavor text. It says, "I'll never escape this rock, but I fear they will." And in the artwork, there's just like a bowl of slivers, of baby slivers coming out of it. So, also, I love that slivers are kind of like the xenomorph of this world. I love it. I just love that. Like, hey, you know what? Cockroaches and slivers will be in space. It doesn't matter. You know, they're everywhere. They're on Earth. They're on every planet. And then guess what? They're also in space.
Also in space. Yeah, it is just funny that this is the only sliver card in the set. It's just like, all right, well, slivers are here, I guess.
You're welcome. See, that's why I'm saying. I mean, like, you know, we talked about it at the beginning of the episode. Like, you know, I feel like this set was kind of like the, you know, this was the setup set for other space sets. You know, this kind of laid the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope we come back to this world, you know, the space, I guess. You know, I hope we come back to the edges.
Yeah, I agree. I think overall it'll be interesting. I don't know if I want to call this my set of the year yet.
Okay.
I know
it might be Avatar. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we can pretty confidently say that's not going to be Avatar. It's not going to be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So it's kind of limited to Ether Drift, Tarkir Dragonstorm, and this, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see. But it's definitely a contender.
Okay.
It's definitely a contender from those three. There are tons of cards that we just discussed that I genuinely love and will be buying singles of.
Yep.
So, yeah, overall, I'm pretty high on Edge of Eternities right now.
And also, too, to our listeners at home, if you don't like what's going on with this, you know, with these Universes Beyond stuff, you know, boys support boys. Go out and support this set. Show Wizards that you like their stuff if you want them to keep making their own stuff.
Yeah. While I agree with that sentiment, Luke, I also saw a statistic that was like Final Fantasy became the highest selling Magic set of all time within like 2 hours of it releasing.
Okay, just kidding, everybody.
So
disregard everything I just said.
So I
It's
do
over.
agree that we should support the sets that we want to see. However, the market currently is like not in that direction right now.
Maybe us on our little podcast over here are just not down with the kids, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
fair enough.
Maybe we just need to get into Final Fantasy and Avatar and SpongeBob and
Maybe I got to become a Spider-Man man.
you know what? I think we gotta become Spider Pig fans.
It hurts.
Yeah, that's a real card. It's
real
like
card.
what's his name? Peter Porker.
Peter Porker. Yep.
That's a real Magic the Gathering card.
Yep.
So on that note, let's move to our Scryfall random spirit creature of the week with one free mulligan. Always one free mulligan, just in case.
I got a good one. That will shake all the Universes Beyond out your butt.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, mine is Wonder.
Ooh, that's a great
That's a great one, and it's the original artwork. Tarkir Dragonstorm Commander.
It's the original printing in Tarkir Dragon.
No, but it's the Rebecca Gay artwork.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I technically
The original printing in Tarkir Commander.
Tarkir Commander. But yeah, it's a Wonder. It's a creature of incarnation type for 3 colorless and a blue. It's got flying, and it says, as long as this card is in your graveyard and you control an island, creatures you control get flying.
Such a good card.
Such a great card. And yeah, Rebecca Gay, she is a true master of her craft. All of her artwork is incredible.
It's so good. I actually do quite like the Modern Horizons art by Volkan Baga because he's another
that
one.
looks cool too.
He's another one of my favorite artists of all time. But you can't go wrong with the Rebecca Gay printing or the Rebecca Gay art. It's the OG.
Absolutely beautiful. And actually, I'm gonna pick up a gold border
Right now,
right now.
as we speak. All right, I love it. Okay, so my random card, we're just doing all the classics. We're
That's a
doing all the
great card, too.
throwbacks. We've got Scavenging Ooze, one of my
Green staple.
favorite cards. So for 1 in green, you get a 2/2 Ooze. For a green mana, activated ability, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on Scavenging Ooze, and you gain 1 life. Just so good. So good. I think I've got this Duels of the Planeswalkers promo where it's like it's like a unique foil, I think. And then I also have the Love Your LGS retro foil printing of the Scoos.
Yeah.
It's just so
I think I've seen you play that.
Good. Yeah. It's hard to hate on the Scoos. It's a good card. All right, so Wonder and Scavenging Ooze.
Those are just kind of palate cleanse.
They're just classics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. All right, well, that will do it for our Edge of Eternities set review. Thank you guys for joining us. The next episode's Food for Thoughtcast question is actually written by Luke. Take it away, Luke.
All right, guys. Question for the listeners at home and for Leland is, who are some of your dream artists you want to see working on Magic the Gathering cards? And when I say artist, I don't just mean visual artists. I could mean authors. I could mean, any form of art, whether it be, filmmakers making, the promo stuff for each set that comes out. Whatever it be, what would be your dream? What would be some dream artists you'd like working on Magic?
Heck yeah. That's a great question. That's definitely going to be a thinker.
And you can't say Rebecca Gay because she already worked on it.
And you can't say Austin Hisu because he already made Scavenging Ooze.
Deal.
So
I was going to say Austin, but
Well,
you stopped me.
Glad I brought it up. But yeah, be sure to listen to the next episode to hear our answers to that great question. Thanks, Luke. Feel free to connect with us over on X or Instagram at WildDogsPod. And if you'd like to sponsor the show, please reach out to us via email at wilddogspodcast@gmail.com. Finally, thank you to Johnny Bartlett for creating the intro and outro music. Until next time, Wild Dogs out.
Thanks, everyone.
Magic the Gathering. Gathering magic with my friends. Playing cool cards all the time. Tutoring love for